Hinton, long-time freshman JV coach, spent a lot of time in the program as a developer, and that's what Doug's known as. He's a teacher at Liberty Center and has Liberty Center at 10-10. Delta comes in at 4-16, but this Delta program at the high school level has had an outstanding season. A tragic death of the coach in the summer, and they have scrambled to really rally around a couple of players and have a fantastic league season and look to be poised to make a run in the tournament. Tonight, Liberty Center, the starters. Number 2, Nolan Cordes, a sophomore. He is 5'10". Number 3, JT Olkrud. He is a junior. He stands at 5'8". Thomas Moeller, a junior at 6 foot. Jack Jones, a 6'4" sophomore, number 22. And then number 24, Liberty's leading scorer, Mason Smith, and a 6'5" junior. And Jack, tonight starters for Delta.
All right, so the starters for Delta, we have 00, Jack Mazurowski. He's a freshman, 5'8". And then we have number 1, Jaden Lohman. He's a 6'1", junior. We have Gary Valentine, very fitting name for today. Grade 11, 6'1". We have Emmerich Fries. Grade 9, 6 foot. And they're going to try and run the offense through him today. That's their main guy. And they got Gunnar Avery, 6'4", big man, junior.
One of the things we talked about in the pregame, Jackie, was that Delta has a lot of freshmen and a lot of juniors. So they're up-and-coming talent in the youth, but they've got some experience tonight. That's good balance for them.
Yeah, we're looking at 7 freshmen and 5 juniors, so lots of upcoming talent.
No sophomores, but the freshman class has carried this reserve team. And Delta, again, came in at 4-16 tonight. This is the final game of the regular season for both Liberty Center and Delta. Liberty big tonight. Mason Smith at 6'5", Jack Jones at 6'4", and Nolan Cordes at 5'10". That's a big group for Liberty Center on the front line tonight.
Yep, and we're going to be trying to look to knock down threes early and push the court. And if Liberty wants to win this game, they have to stay aggressive all game long.
Delta will run a 2-3 zone. That's what the program does. At the jump ball tonight, looks like we're going to have Jack Jones, 6'4" sophomore. Here we go. Delta wins the tip. Liberty Center will match up man-to-man. Reverses the ball to the wing. Liberty playing some tough defense early. Here comes the cutter. Mishandled. Liberty Center reset. Here comes Delta. Little weave out front. Here's your drive. Put up a shot.
That one.
Jack Mazurowski, the freshman, on a left-handed runner. But a foul. Was that on the floor, Jack, or was that in shooting? Looks like it was on the floor.
Looks like it was on the floor. And it also looks like they're trying to get Gunnar Avery posted up early, trying to get it to him down low, and that's what they do there.
Nice rebound by Jack Jones, Liberty Center. Gunnar got free, the 6'4" junior. The Liberty now. Here comes Olkrud up the court. Over to Moeller. 2-3 zone. Olkrud looking for penetration and dish. Here's Cordes' foot on the line for a deep 2. Nice rebound by Moeller. Baseline, Jack Jones misses, but nice rebound. Liberty Center, Mason Smith, offensive rebound, and Liberty and Mason excellent on the glass early.
Yep. And they're going to be looking for drives and kickouts. Mason getting down low and kicking it right back out to some of their shooters.
Liberty Center early pressure. Delta gets it past the pressure. Here comes the drive, one-handed runner. Moeller tips it out. Jaden Lohman, 6'1" junior with the baseline runner. No good. Liberty up 2-0, 4:47 first half. Delta inbounds it. Nice steal by Mason Smith. Here comes Liberty, 3-1. Moeller with the dish to Jack Jones. Excellent run out by Liberty Center off the turnover. Here comes Liberty. Liberty likes to create a lot of points in transition off the turnovers.
Yep, they have to run
excellent run out
baseline all game long, and it's just going to be there every time.
Liberty, a lot of pressure in the backcourt. Jack Jones with the interception. Here comes Liberty Center again. And Cordes with the ball. Liberty up 4-0, and the early pressure has really hurt Delta trying to get into their offense. Liberty in the full court pressure, but here comes Mason. Here's an old crew looking to take that 3. It's like Delta run a little bit more of a man-to-man here in this possession. Mason Smith, nice turnaround. One-handed. Little one-hander in the lane, and he's got a lot of nice skills, Mason Smith. Ball up 6-0 Liberty Center, and here comes Delta. Gets past the pressure now into a 3-on-1. Good dish.
Oh.
Missed layup.
That is
by Gary Valentine. Here comes Liberty in transition to Cordes up the floor. And Liberty Center creating points and transition, and Delta
has to call a timeout there.
With an early timeout, Jack, and Doug Hinton, Coach Hinton talked about it. Creating points really and transition, and Delta in the full court. But then Liberty getting back, and getting their defense set and pressuring the ball. This early 8-0 lead looks a lot like the playbook that Coach Hinton wanted to follow tonight.
Yeah, and also we've seen 2 missed layups by Delta that they should have had. They kind of beat us in our press. So Delta's really got to capitalize off those open shots, and they really got to hit these layups. Really, the score should be 8-4 right now, but Liberty's sitting at a comfortable 8-0 lead right now.
Yeah, sometimes layups get missed when you're being rushed, and Liberty Center doing a great job of pressuring the basketball. And I think making Delta a little unsettled in some of those short shots. Liberty Center 8-0, 30-second timeout by Delta. Here we go, Liberty back to their full court pressure. And this is something, Jackie, that Coach Hinton talked a lot about. They want to pressure and create turnovers for points.
Yep.
Old Crew pressuring the ball. Here comes the trap. Dakota Szabo entered the game off the timeout. Liberty Center. Also Trenton Murdoch. Delta gets the ball past the half-court line, get into their offense, but Liberty is in frenzy playing man-to-man. Good job by Old Crew. Little kick inside, but tied up
and
by Moeller.
Szabo looking great down low with that big man. Defending him well. They're trying to feed him. They're trying to get him
Gunnar
posted
Avery,
up.
a 6'4 junior, trying to force the ball into the biggest guy on the floor, but Liberty's guards getting him tied up. Liberty 8-0 off another turnover. Here comes Old Crew. And Delta more of a man-to-man. We expect a little more zone, but Old Crew for the 3 off the front of the rim. Liberty tapping it, keeping it alive, but Delta controls the rebound. Delta could use a basket right here to break Liberty's momentum.
Yep. Oh.
Open 3 off the back iron. That's Emmerich Freeze. Here comes Liberty in transition. Old Crew. Good kick back to Moeller. Little 12-foot one-hander off the front of the rim, and here comes Delta.
Miscues. That's what's going to kill Delta's miscues. And Liberty has one of their own, too.
Couple different turnovers. Delta trying to get settled in an offense. Liberty up 8-0 here early.
I think they really need to start using number 20 to their advantage. Really good ball player. I think he needs to get in his groove and get in his rhythm.
Delta trying to find an open shot. Liberty's defense moving quickly to the ball. Skip pass, Oak Crew ties it up. This will be Delta possession, but again, Delta, Jackie, struggling mightily to try to get into their offense. Liberty Center has just done a great job on the ball.
Yep.
A lot of hands, very active with the feet. Liberty Center doing great things in the half court defensively. Delta just cannot find an open shot right now.
Yeah, Delta needs to just try and keep up with Liberty's intense. Like, Liberty's coming out, they're coming out intense, and Delta's not keeping up right now.
Almost a steal there off the inbounds by Tatum Murdoch, but here comes Delta. There's their best player, number 20, Emmerich Freeze. Could not get it going, but Liberty, again, this is their second turnover here, and you see Coach Hinton.
Yeah.
A little disappointed Liberty could take control of this game if they could not turn the ball over. Again, Delta struggling to get into their offense. Here comes a little baseline one-handed runner, and that is good. Number 1, Jaden Lohman. Nice-looking ball player, 6'1 junior.
And that's how you create momentum. You cause miscues, and you go down and you just take the opportunity and score off of it.
Tatum with the dish and the drive. There it is. Nice rebound, offensive rebound. Liberty Center. And Jack Jones off the miss of the Dakota Szabo drive, and Liberty now is up 10-2. They're doing a great job rebounding and playing defense, and Liberty in control of this game early. Liberty just all over the place. Another turnover created on the baseline. Here comes Smith. Is fouled on a drive, and it's nice to have a big man like Mason Smith at 6'5", a junior, who can put the ball on the floor and challenge a defender off the bounce, and he'll go shoot 2 free throws, but a bonus to have a big with those kind of skills.
Yeah, and if Delta's running this 2-3, that they've run in years past. Liberty needs to attack the middle, and they need to start getting the mid-range jumpers. They need to start hitting those early.
And Mason Smith made free throw. Liberty Center up 11-2. This is exactly what Coach Hinton wanted. A lot of pressure, a lot of chaos, and an early lead. Liberty Center checking in. Number 10, Cole Spangler. Mason Smith misses the second free throw, but Cole Spangler offensive rebound, and Liberty Center relentless. Jack Jones, 5-foot jumper on the baseline, and soft on the rim, and Jack Jones with a big basket. Liberty Center now up 13-2. Jack Jones with 6 points. And here comes Delta looking for a basket. 3-point deep shot. Missed.
They needed that.
Jack Mazurowski with the miss. Here comes Liberty in transition. Another turnover.
Yep.
Again, but this is what Liberty wants to do, Jack. They're willing to turn the ball over once in a while to get the energy, to get the fast break. Liberty up 13-2. The formula has worked, but some turnovers now are starting to pile up for Liberty. Delta won the inbound. Liberty's going to pick them up man-to-man with 37 seconds to go. Here comes Delta. Emmerich Freeze to the wing. Another pass off of their hands. Liberty back in transition. Number 23, Murdoch to the basket. Left hand miss, but a nice putback by Spangler. Very athletic.
The crowd liked that one, that's for sure.
15-2 and a great rebound. Putback by Cole Spangler. Right spot, right time. 13 seconds to go. Liberty Center has dominated quarter one. Here comes Emmerich Freeze on the baseline and will be fouled. Now, we knew Emmerich is a nice-looking ball player, likes to create off the dribble, went to the baseline, and I think he was a little frustrated in the last several possessions and just took the ball himself to create a shot and will go to the free throw line.
Probably just frustrated at Delta's not being able to just get the offense moving. It's looking very stagnant right now, and lots of turnovers for both teams, really. Liberty
Center subbing. Tate Parasini coming out of the game with Jack Jones, two bigs. A little offense and defensive substitutions by Coach Hinton. Murdoch and Smith. Nathan Cordes and Spangler on the floor with Old Crew. First free throw here by Freeze. Delta needs a basket. Freeze makes the second one, misses the first one. Liberty in transition. 6 seconds to go. Here comes Old Crew. Back to Smith with a three-point shot. Not exactly the shot you're looking for, but Liberty Center 15-3 in quarter one. Excellent start. We'll come back with some numbers after Colby.
All right. I want to start by reading out some sponsors for the 2024-2025 season. We want to say a quick thank you to KK Collision, Meyer Baden-Hop Insurance, Affinity IT Group, Ohio Asphalt Paving, Davis Farm Services, Swanton Welding, Pisanello's Pizza, Joe Grain Centers, and Holgate Metal Fab. We really want to thank everybody who's supporting us and just the great community we have this year. We wouldn't be able to do it without you guys.
Great job by Colby Strayer reading our sponsors tonight, Mark. A lot of up-and-coming high school stars here. It's great to see our high school students participate tonight, 3 of them. And Bergstrom Barrett joins us a little later. And, of course, you got Boom Boom, who we think is an adult now, who runs the boards for us.
Well, and he's the only one without a microphone, so we can't really hear from him. Bergie out getting his driver's license or what?
I don't know. He's my son. I have no idea where he is at. Some first quarter numbers here. Liberty Center, just looking at some rebounds, Liberty Center right now is dominating the glass, total of 9, Delta with 3. I see a lot of misses here by both teams, but Liberty Center 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 9 from the field. Delta 1 for 8 from the field. So shooting cold for both teams, but the rebounding has been outstanding. Jack Jones with 6 early.
And the transition movement has been amazing for Liberty, and as you can see, all their points have came off a down low, getting it in transition, getting boards, getting putbacks, and that's what Liberty has to do all night long.
High shooting percentage opportunities for Liberty Center. Great job on the boards, and here comes Liberty with the possession up 15-3. Old Crew, ball reverses to Moeller, down to Smith. Nice little shimmy shake, little baby hook. Almost got down, number 33, Gunnar Abe with the rebound, but again, struggling. Delta just struggling with turning the basketball over. Liberty is scrambling, gets the ball back. Old Crew to Murdoch with a 3 from the deep wing, and it is good. Excellent look by Tatum Murdoch, and that was all set up by JT Old Crew and the pressure from Liberty Center.
Yeah, and it all started with Cortez down low, getting the turnover and generating that ball movement. Another
turnover by Delta and Liberty Center. Murdoch makes his way to the low post, and great cut off the secondary break. That is his 5th point, Tatum Murdoch. 20-3, Liberty Center in control here early in the second quarter. Delta getting trapped on the baseline. Jack Mazurowski looking for his shot. He's been aggressive on the baseline, but Liberty Center, 2 and 3 bodies, really getting to the ball and creating all kinds of havoc on the shot. And again, Delta not making a lot of shots, and the ones they've taken have been under stress. Liberty's defense outstanding.
Yeah, Liberty's defense has been aggressive, and I think that's starting to frustrate the Delta players here.
There's Mazurowski with the drive and a left-handed runner. That's his second one tonight. He missed the first one, the 5'8 freshman, Jack Mazurowski with the basket. Liberty up 20-5. Here comes Old Crew. Over to Cordes from the wing for 3. Back iron, follows his shot. Little one-handed runner. That is a great fundamental. Follow your shot. And Nolan Cordes misses the 3, but gets the rebound put back. Liberty up 22-5. More pressure. And a little walk, and again, there you go. Sometimes it's not a straight turnover with the ball. It could be a violation. And Jack, Liberty's pressure has been impressive.
Yeah, and Cordes coming out. Amazing defense, and then he shoots it. He gets his own rebound. He gets his putback. He's just been hustling all game long.
Nathan Cordes, a really good basketball player. Here comes Liberty Center. Smith with a deep 3, and the big fella.
Oh.
I kind of called him out for the miss at the end of the quarter, but that stroke looked good. Liberty 25-5, and the 6'5 junior bangs home a 3, his 8th point. Liberty Center extends the lead. Here comes Deldon Freeze looking for his shot behind the arc, but there's Moeller. Old Crew pestering. Delta just struggling to find rhythm. There's a corner 3 wide open, though. No good. Good rebound, though.
Wow.
Number 33.
Liberty
Gunnar Avery. You knew Gunnar was going to be a factor in the boards.
Yep. Liberty had 2 guys down there, but Gunnar just wanted it more there.
6'4 junior gives him a basket. Liberty 25-7. Smith with a nice little drive. Soft hands off the glass. And for a big, it's been really impressive to watch Smith.
Yeah.
Get to the basket, hit 3s. He's got 10 first half points. But talk about Mason Smith a little bit. When you watch him play, an array of skills. He's got a handle, really soft hands under the rim, knows where to use the square on the layups, and can shoot the 3. That's a complete game for a big fella.
Yeah, and they can really use him wherever they want to. He can knock down 3s. He can finish at the rim. He can get rebounds. He can hit jumpers. He can post out. He can do basically anything, and that's why they run the offense through him.
I agree, and I saw him play early in the season, and he was really impressive in terms of the array of skills we've talked about, but soft around the rim. He puts a ball up, but it's always got a chance to go in. Good feet, plays over his right and left shoulder, has that little baby hook, and Colby Strayer, been watching this game, Liberty in control. I mean, pretty impressive by our JVs tonight.
Yes, I would say so. And I just want to take a note at the crowd so far.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this absolute turnout. I mean, we're about to hit halftime of JV, but I mean, just the absolute support that's come from this community this year. Basketball, football, all of the high school programs. It's so nice to see such a loving community who goes out and supports, I mean, their kids, family members, even just people who live around here. They're just, it's such a wonderful, wonderful community.
Colby Strayer, one of our top cross-country and trackers, and competes and knows that support from the community's big, and Liberty Center's got it tonight for senior night. Delta now trying to turn the tide a little bit. There's a deep 3 and an air ball by Emmerich Freeze, just forcing the shot, but Liberty again in transition. Here comes Mason Smith. Nice and easy, up and in, and a big run in the break off of a rebound off of a poor shot by Emmerich. Liberty 29-7. Man, oh man, that was impressive. Mark Bly called that a block. Probably was. But Emmerich forcing shots, Liberty on defense, but Old Crew getting up into the Delta offensive player, Jack Mazurowski, who's really spent a lot of time trying to create shots, Jack. But Old Crew, excellent defender for Liberty.
Yeah, and since Liberty is playing so aggressive, fouls are going to come on the defensive end, but they just have to stay aggressive.
There's your drive by Mazurowski. He's been working all night long. Got a basket for Delta. Liberty up 29-9. Good look by Mason Smith. There's Jack Jones deep. Gets the ball up. Really nice look from the top of the key by Mason Smith. Just a guy that can do a lot of different things. You talked about it. Run the offense through, Mason Smith, because that was a great high to low pass there to Jack, and Jack gets to the line. Jack Jones has played really well tonight so far. Good look again by Mason. Again, we talked about the scoring and rebounding and ball handling, but that was a good pass.
Yeah, and he knew he had two guys on him, so he knew he had a good chance at getting fouled, and so he just went up with it, took his time. That was the main thing. He took his time and got the foul. Jack
Jones, a 6'4" sophomore, gets the second free throw to go. Liberty up 30-9. Now Liberty's backed off the pressure with this big lead, but I'm sure Coach Hinton will demand some fierce half-court man. Here comes Delta trying to figure out what to get done here. Big possession for Delta. They need some points right now, down 30-9. Gets it to the low post, and looks like Tatum Murdoch's going to get called for a grab. Trying to find points anywhere. They haven't had a successful perimeter game tonight, so they're going deep. Little entry pass into Gary Valentine. Of course, you noted that was very succinct notation, Jackie. Valentine's Day today. Comes the drive by Mazurowski. Ball is loose on the ground. Tie up. This will be Delta, but a little bit back to Gary Valentine. Gets the ball deep. Foul on the floor. No free throws. But again, Delta trying to find baskets. Struggling with the jump shooting, trying to get it deep.
Yeah, I think if they just can get the offense moving a little bit, that can really help out scoring-wise too.
There was your look to Gunnar Avery, the 6'4" junior. Missed the half hook. Here comes Mason Smith, nice and soft. One-handed, a little bit deeper off the glass and a miss. But Mason Smith not afraid to play behind that left shoulder on that little half hook. Yeah. Something in your game, Jack, I think you could learn from. Jackie plays on our 8th grade team who just won the NWOAL championship. Won that game over in Bryan, and Jack Ward, one of our top rebounders. Pretty exciting to win that championship, Jackie.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Here comes Emmerich Freeze here, just trying to find something. Liberty collapses. Good dish. Wide open three from the wing. No good. Here comes Smith with the rebound. Jaden Lohman with the three-point attempt. No good. Liberty now wholesale changes.
Four subs coming in here.
Spangler comes in the game along with Cordes. Who else is in this game? Here comes Okru and Smith, the 5 for Liberty Center. 30-9, Liberty Center in control early in this game. JT Okru looking for an opportunity. Here comes Spangler. Out to Moeller, good drive, shoulder down. Ooh, blocked. Delta. Liberty gets their own rebound, though. Moeller hustling after the ball. He was blocked. Good strength by Moeller. Here comes the drive by Spangler.
It was a good drive.
Good drive. Delta, good job rim defending on the block against Moeller, but he did not give up on the basketball, stayed with it, and created an opportunity. Trying to think who the shooter is here. It's going to be Cordes? No, it's going to be on the floor. Another foul on the floor. But Moeller fought to keep that possession alive for Liberty Center. You'd think, at 30-9, cruise control, but Coach Hinton demanding big-time effort here. Last 2 minutes and 30 seconds of the quarter. Here comes Cordes with the 3. Back iron, but Liberty Center Spangler chases it down. Great hustle.
I think he's 0 for 3 now on 3, so.
I like that stroke. A lot of confidence. Smith from the corner, and it is good.
There he is.
Mason Smith with his second 3 of the night. A nice stroke for a big fella. That one in the corner hit the earlier one from the wing. 33-9, the Liberty Center in command. Smith with 15 first-half points. Deep 3 by Delta. Rebound. Another 3. Mazurowski.
There we go.
Jack Mazurowski with a 3 off of a rebound from Gunnar Avery, and Delta gets a much-needed basket there, 33-12.
Yeah, and they've been trying to hit that 3 ball all night, and they finally get one to fall, so that should create more momentum for them.
Nice look to the low post. The ball got reversed to Cordes, and he got that thing down to Moeller. He put it up nicely for a basket with a minute 36 to go. Liberty Center 35-12. Mason Smith with 15 points has been dominant tonight. 6'5" junior. Old Crew all over the ball. Emmerich freeze, cannot find a shot. He drives it though. Mazurowski from the deep corner. Back iron. Oh, it's good.
Wow.
Tell you what, Jack Mazurowski's shown me something tonight. That is his 10th point. 35-15. Delta now beginning to find some rhythm on offense. Old Crew to the corner, and Smith this time with some in his
Wow.
Wait a minute. In his face, and he drills the three, his third and his 18th point.
He is on fire
Mason
tonight.
Smith, a little sidestep for the triple, and 38-15. What a half by Mason Smith. Mazurowski with the drive. Corner three, no good. Liberty Center with the rebound. Old Crew on the run out. He's going all the way to the rim.
Ooh.
Missed layup.
A lot of speed going down that court.
Gunnar Avery, excellent rebounder for Delta. 30 seconds to go. And Smith got back on defense and thwarted the opportunity of Gary Valentine. Liberty Center, 24 seconds to go. Smith to the corner.
Look.
Spangler for three.
Boom.
Off of a Mason Smith ball reversal. And 5'10" freshman Cole Spangler.
That is 2 straight threes now. Liberty
Filling it
Center
up.
on fire.
Tell you what, that is a reward. Cole working his tail off.
Yeah.
1 second to go, and Delta and Valentine with the shot, but Liberty Center, a flurry of threes late in the half, 41-15, and we're going to go to a commercial break, and then we'll come back with our sponsors, and we'll do our stats after the sponsors. But Liberty Center up 41-15, great first half for Coach Hinton.
You want her to go?
Yeah, let's go right to our sponsors and Colby Strayer here at halftime.
All right. We want to take a moment to thank our 2024 to 2025 sponsors. Let's start here with KK Collision, a leader in the auto repair industry that has been servicing Northwest Ohio's auto needs for over 27 years. They offer fast and reliable repair options that stand above the competition. Call 888-533-7801 for your free estimate. Meyer Baden-Hop Insurance. Meyer Baden-Hop Insurance believes that insurance is a people business, building relationships with our clients and companies in Northwest Ohio since 1933. Call 419-592-5749 for all your insurance needs. Affinity IT Group. Providing IT solutions is what we do best. We want to solve problems before they happen. We want to understand your challenges and provide solutions that work with the way you do business. Call us at 419-885-4455 to discuss your company's computer challenges. Ohio Asphalt Paving. Let us put our over 15 years of paving experience to work for you. Get a free estimate by the next business day. Discover the Ohio Asphalt Paving difference for yourself. Go to www.ohioasphalt.com for more information. Davis Farm Services. With locations in Liberty Center and Delta, we wish all our Tigers teams great success and memories with your teammates this year. For all your agronomy needs, contact Barry Walkman or Kyle Bodenbender at the LC location, or Todd Bodenbender or Kyle Parasini at our Delta location. Davis Farm Services, supporting Tiger sports for over 50 years. Go Tigers. Swanton Welding, not just a metal fabricator. We are a partner in the success of your fabrication project. Since 1956, Swanton Welding's dependable team has been delivering the highest quality steel fabrications worldwide. Pisanello's Pizza, a great family restaurant serving up delicious pizza, subs, wings, salads, and a wide variety of appetizers right here in Liberty Center. Gerald Grain Center, Inc., a farm-owned cooperative located in northwestern Ohio. At Gerald Grain Center, we strive to do our best with customer service. Call us at 419-598-8025 and see how we might be of service to you. Holgate Metal Fab. With 14,000 feet of fabrication area, Holgate Metal Fab is a shop fabrication you can count on. Call us at 419-599-2000 to see how we can help. Another thanks to our sponsors. We couldn't do it without you.
All right, we're going to go ahead and take our halftime break. Once again here from the jungle, it's Liberty Center 41, the Delta Panthers 15. Colby, great job on our sponsors. Thank you.
Thank
All right,
you.
we'll be back right after this halftime break.
to go before we tip it off, Jack. And Liberty Center a commanding 41-15 lead. Some stats. Delta 6 for 19 for 31% from the field. 1 3-point field goal made, 9 rebounds and 6 turnovers. Liberty Center shooting a scorching 53% from the field on 17 of 32 with 5 3-point baskets made, 3 of which have come from Mason Smith tonight. Has been big-time contributor from the 3-point line. Liberty with 15 rebounds, 2 turnovers, and 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Delta 1 for 2. So Liberty's winning the turnover battle. Liberty's winning the rebounding battle. And Liberty's doing a great job of shooting a high percentage.
Yep.
They've really dominated this game from A to Z, Jack.
Yeah, and even when they've been up by a comfortable lead, Coach Hinton still wants them aggressive, and we've seen that. They've played amazing defense all night and really just pushing the court and getting a lot of transition baskets, and that's what has got them out to their lead right now, 41-15, as we are about to start the
Coach
third
Doug
quarter.
Hinton talked about pressure, and it has worked so far early in this game. They ran Delta around and turned them over 6 times for early baskets. Great job by Colin Tamarine doing our first half stats. And the second half, we have a treat. We're going to have Jack Ward on the call in the second half, and I will be his color man. So Jack Ward, 41-15, don't blow that. You got Colby Strayer, outstanding on the sponsors. You've got Colin Tamarine, better on the stats. You got Boom Boom, who's basically an engineer. What do you got here in the second half on the call? Here we go, Jack Ward.
Here we go. Let's do it. All right, so we're just now starting the third quarter. Liberty commanding. They've done it all game long. Let's see if they can finish out this second half. Delta coming out. Looks like Liberty's going to get the ball first.
All starters back on the floor for Delta, and here comes Liberty Center, Jack. Liberty, a basket out of half is always how you want to get things started.
Yep. Olkrug up top. Right wing. Flips it to Moeller. Out to Jones. Trying to get the post work down to Smith. Back to Jones. Driving right side. Little floater.
Whoa, Jack Jones just shooting the one-handed floater from about 13 feet off the glass. And Jackie's had a big game tonight with 9 points. Outstanding job by Jack Jones.
Real soft off the glass. Here we go. We got 20. Freese up top. Amazing defense by Olkrug. Gets it to 2. Valentine. Into the corner to Freese. Driving baseline. Kick out. Mid-range. Off the back rim. Good hustle there by, can we get a number, 33.
Well,
Gunnar Avery.
Gunner's been very active for Delta on the glass and got into position and got Mason Smith for the foul. So that's one thing tonight Delta's done very well. Gunnar Avery's been very active. The 6'4 junior outstanding on the glass for Delta.
Here we go. Delta taking it out. Up top to Mazurowski. Flip over to 2. And it is blocked. Looks like Jack Jones.
Got off the floor quickly and rim defended right there, and Liberty Center back on offense.
Kick to Smith to the corner. Driving baseline. Little spin move there. Back to the corner. Other corner. And that is a brick by Cortez.
Good job by Jack Jones battling Gunnar Avery. Those two have been going at it all night. And Jack Jones has got great size, Jack. And I'll tell you, he's really come along as a rebounder and as an athlete. But Delta will possess the basketball, but Jack Jones, 6'4 sophomore, has had a great game tonight.
Yep, he's got 9 right now. Here we go. Freese up top. Working Olkrug. Kicks it down low. Jones, good defense. Little tip away there. Up top to 2. Smith gets it. Gets the board. Olkrug driving right side. Little kick. Jumper. Moeller. Bang.
Olkrug identifying the wide open shooter in Liberty Center, and Thomas Moeller wide open for the 12-footer, and 45-15, Liberty Center in command.
Here we go. Freese up top. We got Lohman. Floater. Rebound by Freese. Good. That is what Delta needs to do. They need to get rebounds, and they need to get putbacks.
I tell you what, Delta looking for baskets any way they can find them. And Emmerich Freese, who has struggled from the field, but a good rebound putback there, 45-17 Liberty.
Here we go. Jones, top of the key. Up to Moeller. Mishandles the ball a little bit. To the corner to Smith. Driving baseline. Good cut. Oh, Amazing block by Gunnar Avery. But that was a good-looking cut, good pass. And that's what Liberty has to try and do is get more cutting, more action in the offense.
Smith active on both ends. Great pick going coast to coast. The big fella over his left shoulder again where he's comfortable. And Jack, Mason Smith, again, prior possession for Liberty, goes to the baseline and sees a cutting JT Olcrew. And then he rim protects on defense and hustles back after it and then handles the ball full court and gets himself to the free throw line.
You know, hustling on defense will get you many opportunities on the offensive end to score, and that's what Smith has taken advantage of tonight. And he's got, 18 points tonight? So he's having an outstanding game tonight.
Really impressive with his handle for a big guy. I mean, he's not a small cat at 6'5", and running the floor, making good passes, hitting threes, complete game.
2 missed free throws there. Looks like Liberty's still trying to generate some pressure, even with this big lead. Here we go. Right wing. 21 kicks it to 0-0. Mazurowski. Pump fakes. There we go. He pump faked them, got them both in the air, and beautiful little dump off to Gunnar Avery.
Gunner's dangerous.
6'4" junior.
Smith from the corner, feeling a little heat check from the corner for the big fella, but Gunnar Avery's been a big player for them tonight. Rebound on the basketball, good basket for Delta. Here comes Freeze, though, with the drive.
Here we go. Oh, good pump fake by Mazurowski. Couldn't get the jumper to go, but good pump fake and dribble.
Well, Delta's starting to find some open shots now, and breaking Liberty's defense down.
Here we go, Olkrug driving right side. Murdoch for 3 off the front rim. Back to Freeze. Freeze taking it down the court. Mazurowski trying to get some transition ball going. Couldn't get the finish there.
Here comes Smith. He's going to take this thing and dish it like a point guard. Olkrug.
Good dish off. Nice job by Smith getting it down the court and then himself getting down there.
Little two-man game between JT Olcrew and Mason Smith. And Mason plays behind that left shoulder so nicely. A little hook that we're talking about you developing in your game. That's his 20th point. Mason Smith, career night tonight.
Freeze from 3. Back rim. Gunnar Avery, amazing rebound. Need to finish that one. Freeze, rebound, putback.
And we're seeing a lot of activity on the glass now. That's where Delta's starting to find some points. And where Liberty dominated glass in the first half, Jack, Delta has come back and seen a lot of effort there. And Gunnar Avery, another rebound, put back by Freeze, though. And Delta trying to crawl back into this one.
Murdoch, corner. Jones is posted up on Avery. Over to Smith. Drives baseline. Good little shot there. Rolls off the front rim. Looks like out on Delta, Liberty ball.
Comes some subs and doing a good job of playing 8 deep, 9 deep.
Subs, we got Spangler, Parasini, and Moeller. Looks like
Zabo has been checked in.
Oh, Zabo, sorry.
I think he's been in this lineup, but Liberty goes pretty deep.
There we go. Good pass.
Ooh, the big fella for Liberty Center. Tate Parasini. Nice cut on the inbounds. Easy basket for the big fella. Wide body. Creates a lot of space and gets a basket.
Freeze, jumper, back rim. Good tip up and rebound by Moeller. And, Liberty with this big lead, it's just kind of running your plays, getting a feel for everything for the rest of the season and just making sure you're running your plays right and really just installing that. And
well, the execution you talk about, I mean, you have a big lead, but you want to execute on both ends of the floor. Delta has found their stride on offense, but Liberty has kept the lead by making shots, and Mason Smith has been phenomenal tonight. And we give Delta credit. They're rebounding the basketball better, and Emmerich Freeze is beginning to find the basket.
Here we go. Freeze up top. Zabo playing good defense here. Over to Mazurowski. 0-0. Top of the key. Over to Lohman. Little drive baseline. Front of the rim. Murdoch rebound. Murdoch taking it up the court. Over to Zabo. Zabo with a three-pointer off the back rim.
Delta doing just a much better job, Jack, checking the Liberty offensive rebounders off the glass. In the second half, Delta's become a much better rebounding team.
Yep, Mazurowski. Looks like that was a push on Spangler.
On the floor, and just a little bit more about Delta. I've been impressed. I think at halftime, coaching staff really got focused.
Yep.
Aiden Alick, I believe. No, that's the assistant coach. Let me see here, Jerry Kiefer. But the JV coach, Noah Tedrow, really got these guys to start to check out Delta doing a better job on the glass second half.
Yeah, I think one of the keys in that locker room was just, playing more aggressive. And a little bit of a miscue there by Murdoch. Turns the ball over. Freese, left wing. Over to always mess this up. Mazurowski gets it on the back rim to end the quarter.
Delta really fought much harder there in the third quarter. We'll get you some third quarter numbers, but impressive, intensity difference for Delta on the glass, and Liberty still with a big lead, but much, much better second half. And Colby, to our sponsors.
Our 2024-2025 sponsors, we have KK Collision, Meyer Baden Hop Insurance, Affinity IT Group, Ohio Asphalt Paving, Davis Farm Services, Swanton Welding, Pisanello's Pizza, Gerald Grain Centers, and Holgate Metal Fab. We want to thank all of our sponsors. Couldn't do this without you guys.
Great job, Colby. And as we head into the fourth quarter, Jack, good job calling the third quarter. Well done.
Appreciate
right there.
That.
It's hard to be a color guy one half and add things that you're seeing off the ball, but then call the game on the ball. Really good transition, but Liberty Center in command, 49-21, and the formula that has gotten Liberty this lead, they've stuck to it. They've scored baskets. They've been shooting very well from the field. They had great three-point, success early. Now they're running the floor well, running their offense very well, and getting good shots.
Yeah, and that's just been the key all game, is staying aggressive.
Third quarter, Delta 3 for 13 from the field. Liberty 4 for 7. And rebounds, Liberty 5, but Delta with 9 in the third quarter. Big comeback for Delta on the glass.
And I think it's mainly Gunnar Avery just getting down there. We got Murdoch 3, back rim.
Good hustle there by Spangler again. He's a great hustle player, great energy player. Moeller with the one-hander.
Gunnar Avery, another rebound.
Love the hustle of Cole Spangler, man.
Yep.
Not the biggest guy, but playing way bigger tonight on the glass.
Mazurowski trying to go up. Looks like a little tip by Moeller. This can be brought up by Smith.
Liberty challenging every shot. Spangler.
And he's going to get travel there.
Kind of excited. He's played hard tonight. He's chased down loose balls.
Yep.
For a freshman, plays really hungry. Like him in football as well.
Mm-hmm.
The Spangler lineage, bunch of big, tall people. Cole maybe not that, but he's playing hard.
Yep, and there we go. Another hustle play by Cole Spangler.
Cole Spangler, Colby, really hustling tonight. I'm kind of impressed.
Mm-hmm. Me as well. I mean, for freshmen, it's kind of hard for them to get their name out there, and I can tell that he's hungry. And I know a lot of the other boys on this team want to do the same thing.
Yeah.
So
hungry.
Yes.
Cole Spangler playing hungry. I like that, Colby.
Here we go. Number 12 over to Mazurowski. Trying to dish it down to Gunnar Avery, but it's turned over to Moeller.
Mason Smith again playing great perimeter, great block defense. And
perfect body positioning there by Smith.
Murdoch found him, Tatum, and then Smith just taking his time. You notice that, Jack? Just taking his time, making his way. Real soft around the rim, and that's 22 for Mason Smith.
Here we go. York over to Mazurowski.
Mazurowski has impressed. Looking for his shot, hitting some threes.
Trying to get it down to number 12, Jacob Eberly. Couldn't do that there. Cole trying to go up for the finish. Gets it knocked out by Delta. This will be Liberty ball here.
Again, Mason Smith, Jack, just as a big.
Yeah.
It's just so impressive to see him lead the break. He comes out of the game with 5:39 with 22 points, and just a big night for him in every aspect. Very impressed with Mason's game.
And we've seen some new guys come in for Delta, too, running it up the court.
Okay.
It looks like and one there by Jones.
Jack Jones, proven to be a very active big as well. These big guys aren't just rebounders, Jackson. These guys can run the floor.
Yep.
They've shown you they can shoot those intermediate jumpers. Smith has been a three-point threat. Jack Jones, a good rim protector, and nice touch on his free throw. And he's had a nice night, too. That's his 11th point. It was 12th point for Jack Jones, and he's rebounded as well tonight. 6'4", sophomore. Some bigs coming up through the program.
Yeah,
Him,
Liberty,
Mason Smith, Tate, Parasini, some big dudes coming.
Yeah, Liberty has that height advantage a little bit here. Mason Smith, Jack Jones, Tate Parasini, they're three big men. They got some good height to them.
They do.
So here we go, Mazurowski up top. Good defense by Cole Spangler, trying to drive left, and that is blocked by Tate Parasini.
Jack Mazurowski, really proven to be kind of a spark plug for Delta's offense. When the offense breaks down or he sees an opportunity, he goes to the rim, not afraid of contact. Jack Mazurowski from Delta.
And he's only standing at he's a 5'8" freshman. For a freshman to be doing that is amazing for him.
Impressive.
Here we go. Zabo over to Jones. Jones, little crossover. Dishes it over to Parasini. Drives baseline. Mishandles the ball and loses it. That'll be Delta ball.
You don't want to dribble a ball into zones. Delta playing a little 2-3 there. You want to move the basketball right to left and make that zone move. When you dribble into it, they collapse and sometimes turnovers happen. That's what happened to Liberty in that possession.
Here we go. Over to 12. Over to 1. Lohman. Lohman trying to get the middle of the court back to Mazurowski. And looks like they're really running their offense through him tonight. Over to Gunnar Avery. Big man, three-pointer.
Gunnar wanted to take a page out of Mason Smith's book, but that did not look like Mason Smith. But Dakota Zabo running the floor. Excellent transition. Liberty keeping the foot on the gas pedal, Jack.
And he ran fast down that court, but he was able to just take his time, slow it down, and finish the layup. Here we go. Freese down low. Gets a little move on Olkrug. Good finish there by Freese.
Put his head down and just physically contacted Olkrug and got the basket up. That's his 7th point. Liberty's kept him bottled up. He's their top scorer, but Delta back into their zone. Jack Jones with a 3.
Off the glass. Good rebound by Cole. Back to Jones. Looks like that got some Delta players got some hands on that one. Over to Zabo, top of the key.
Cole Spangler, just a meat eater on the glass.
Zabo trying to touch it off the glass. Bounces out.
5'10" freshman Cole Spangler has been outstanding on the glass tonight.
Travel. Mazurowski travel.
We've said his name a lot tonight, Jack, and he's just playing his tail off for Delta, trying to find shots, trying to figure things out on offense, trying to score the basketball. And, he hasn't turned the ball over very much tonight. That first half, Liberty, the first 6 minutes, really got Delta in a bind, up 10-0. But Delta has gotten some looks and started to rebound a little bit better here in the second half.
And down by 23 here, you really see who the type of person Mazurowski is. He's just going to keep hustling all game long and keep doing what he can do to just try and gain just a little momentum heading into their next game. So here we go. It's Delta ball. Looks like Freese is going to be taking it up here.
Tatum Murdoch trying to skip pass to the corner. And, skip passes against the zone can work. It's going to be on target, but I understand what Liberty was trying to get done there.
Here we go. Freese being guarded by Murdoch. Over to 12. Eberly. Down low, 24. Gunnar Avery couldn't get that one. We haven't seen that a lot tonight. He has been dominant on the boards tonight.
He really has for Delta. And here comes the three-point shot.
Cordes, bang.
Got it. Nolan Cordes. Known for his three-point shooting.
Yep.
That looked pretty natural.
Finally able to get it going tonight. Here we go. Freese. Down low to Avery. Gets tipped out. Murdoch up top.
Delta trying to force the action. And Colby, we talked a little bit about the crowd tonight after Zabo's shot. Senior night for Liberty Center. You're a young player, but you understand senior night's kind of a big deal around here, big deal for any high school player. That's why you see such a big crowd. Liberty Center, as you said, really supporting these seniors, and big game tonight against Delta.
Here we go. The finish by Cordes.
Got it. Yeah, definitely. Massive crowd. And it is really important to come out and support these seniors. And, they're just leading the program. And, they're showing the underclassmen how it's done. And then the community is supporting that. So it's just awesome.
Well,
awesome game.
Nice crowd, as Colby has said. And the seniors, last year, league champions. And then Liberty Center again makes a deep run in football, and they get a late start. And they've been in a lot of games at the varsity level. And this JV team tonight has really kind of played a lot like how Greg Badenhop wants the entire program to play. Play hard, play to the last whistle. And, that proliferates through all sports. Watching you run, you're running hard that entire race. You're not taking it easy on anything you do. That's kind of the Liberty Center spirit.
Oh, yeah.
And Liberty, with this win, will be over the 500 mark, sitting at 11-10.
Coach Doug Hinton, we're going to get him for a post-game interview, ask him some questions about the season, reflect a little bit. He's got to be happy. That over 500 stuff matters.
Yep.
Good thing to build on for next season.
Good momentum heading into the next game, next week, next season. So here we go. Delta with a bunch of new guys in. Looks like almost a whole new starting five. Olkrug takes it to the left wing. Up top to Murdoch.
Nice
Down
cut
low,
by
good
Cordes.
cut.
Ooh.
Ooh, got to finish. Looks like he kind of rushed that shot there. Olkrug back to Cordes, corner. Bang.
Another three.
Going to call that a 2, I think, Colby. His right foot sometimes gets on the line.
Yeah, we saw that earlier.
Close
A little bit, but it was close. Coach Hinton, that's what happens sometimes as an underclassman. You are one, you've been one. You've had great performances, but sometimes in some of your race prep, different things you do, you make a little mistake.
Absolutely.
As a young player. And
all the time.
You don't stop working, you don't stop grinding, though, do you?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely not, I should say.
Here we go, 21. Gillen.
Well, Liberty's
turnover.
defense on those cutters tonight been outstanding.
Yep, Jones. Gets it to Cordes, right wing. Spangler, baseline. Good pass out to Jones. Jones mishandles it, gets it back. Over to Parasini. Up top to Murdoch. Murdoch drives over. Cole, looks like he had an open shot there. I think he thought about taking it.
Good look by Jack Jones. And
Murdoch.
Murdoch
Ooh,
with
travel.
it. There was a lot of passing in that set. Liberty looking for the open shot, but moreover, letting this clock run out on a victory, 63-23, and just an outstanding effort, tee to green for Liberty Center tonight. As we look for the numbers tonight, we'll try to get some numbers to you. Colin Tamarine work on the numbers of the second half and overall, but just an outstanding effort by Liberty Center's JV team, and ends the season at 11-10. We're expecting to get a chance to talk to Coach Doug Hinton here in the postgame, ask him a few questions, and have him reflect on the season. He did tell me, however, that he's pretty focused on the postgame. He helps the varsity get ready. But, Jack, overall Liberty dominating performance tonight.
Yeah, and they wanted to stay aggressive all game long, and that's what they did. And they just commanded the entire game. And I think we're going to have a real good varsity game here. Big crowd turnout for senior night.
Yeah, Colby talked about it earlier, how the community has really supported this basketball team. And I think a lot of that kind of comes down to coming off a league championship last season and having a lot of pride in their work. And these guys have been going against varsity all year long. And you know how that can go as a seventh grader, you had to go against varsity. And I know Colby has to run against seniors and juniors. That's a different and difficult thing at times. We're going to get Coach Doug Hinton here. Got 5 minutes to ask some questions. Coach Hinton, put that baby on if you can. You're pretty tight on time, but move that down. Well, congratulations, big win. Scouting report, getting after them, creating turnovers, transition baskets tonight. Took an early lead 10-0 and didn't look back. Talk about that first 6 minutes.
I liked our mindset in the first 6 minutes. We were aggressive on both ends of the floor. We absolutely pushed in transition. We got big passes down the floor. We had our eyes up. So we did a really good job. And when you're in that kind of a game offensively and you're still taking good shots, that's when you know they're doing a really nice job.
Talk a little bit about Mason Smith tonight, a big guy that can do a lot of different things, handles the ball well, does a lot of things really well. What was your impression of his game tonight?
You know what? I'll look in the book after most games, and he'll have 20, 21 points.
22 points.
I take him for granted. He's really been that good for us this year. And if we had our eyes in even more, he could probably score 30 a game. He just holds us together in a lot of ways.
Jack?
Coach Hinton, great win tonight.
Thank you.
Your team stayed aggressive throughout the entire game, even with a comfortable lead. Was that in the game plan to stay aggressive for the entire game?
It is, and when you have a lead like that at halftime, you still have to find ways to get better. So we talked about coming out in the third quarter and playing with a lot of energy and not playing down to the score. And I don't think that we necessarily started that way, but we finished that way, so I was proud of that part of it.
Great job,
Absolutely.
Coach.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
How was the transition from freshman to JV coaching for you? How are you handling that?
I love it. We got to have some big games at the freshman level, and I found that I love that pace and that tempo, and it's fun. I miss I thought I hated 7:30 to 9 o'clock practices, but there's times when you're just with a group of guys then, and you miss that. But what I learned by the end of the season is that you still have those relationships at the JV level, and at the end of the day, that's what counts the most.
I know you're busy. Last question. You finish 11-10, over 500. This is a developmental thing. One of the things you've always hung your hat on records are fine, wins are important, but developing players, making them better for transition to varsity, that is your cup of tea, Coach. Talk a little bit about, as you reflect over the season, couple things, big takeaways you thought this group did for you this season.
Well, I start with the sophomores, and a couple of them were in here before the football players got here, and I'll tell you what, they worked hard, and I think that every single player moved forward, and you could say, well, that's probably a given, even if it's incremental. Not so. I had guys that I feel exceeded my expectations, and the juniors, I give the juniors credit because they got a junior class that's really big, and there's a lot of years of Liberty Center basketball where those juniors would have been playing varsity. And not once did we ever have to coach attitude, did we have to have anybody pouting. They were all in, and I'm proud of how they all individually got better. And then down the stretch, our last 3 games as a team, we finally put things together. And I felt really good about all of them individually. We'd like to see a little bit more here and there because, that's what coaches do. But I thought they did a really nice job this year as a group.
I think Greg Badenhop's thrilled with this group. Great job. Excellent season. Way to finish on a strong note, Coach. And thanks for your work at these levels. Excellent work.
Thank you, guys. Great questions. Good job.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you.
Well, Liberty Center will close out the JV game. We're at senior night tonight. We're going to tune into this to finish it up, but we'll hand it off to Boom Boom to take us through a little bit of senior night.
Brady is joined tonight by his parents, Jesse and Erica Miller. He is a 4-year member of the basketball team. Brady's future plans are to become an electrician. Our finest singer tonight is number 23, Camden Robinson. Camden is being joined tonight by Steve Robinson and Deanna O'Brien. He is a 4-year member of the Tiger basketball program. After graduation, Campbell will attend Owens Community College to enter the dental hygiene program and pursue a career in the field of dentistry. The Liberty Center Athletic Department would like to thank the student athletes and their families for their contributions and commitment to the Liberty Center Athletics over the past 4 years. Best of luck in your future endeavors. At this time, please stand and join us in a round of applause for our boys basketball and cheerleading seniors and their families.
Right, Scott Army, as we prepare for another exciting NWOAL matchup as your very own Liberty Center Tigers entertain the Delta Panthers. Scott, I think we're in for a good one tonight.
I think if you look in the mirror, I think they're kind of evenly matched when it comes to offense and defense, points allowed, points for.
Yep.
So, yeah, I agree with you. It should be a good contest.
Delta comes into tonight's game 10-11 overall, 3-3 in the league for Coach Matt Brighton. One of my favorites is assistant coach Jerry Kiefer. Coach Kiefer can't stay away very long.
He can't stay away long.
And he just one green to another one, you know what I'm saying? Those 10 wins came against Montpelier, Northwood, Hilltop, Maumee, Fairview, Bryan by 16. They beat Archibald in the league by 7. They beat Wauseon by 5, Eastwood, and then Fayette. Those losses, Pettysville, Tenora. They lost to Evergreen twice, 25 points in the pre-league game. They lost by 1 to Evergreen a couple weeks ago in the league. Genoa by 17. Swanton twice, 2-1. Stryker, Elmwood, Otsego, and PH last week. And that PH game on Friday was an 80-48 loss. They lost by 32 points. Tyson Bowers, you're going to hear that name a lot, had 22 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Alex York had 8 and 6 for the Panthers, and then turn around on Saturday night, lose to Otsego by 7. But this is a team, Scott, Tyson Bowers leads the way, averaging just around 25 points a game, and then Vincent Martinez. Those are 2 sophomores, ladies and gentlemen. Second leading scorer was 7 points. And Scott, it's a young Delta team, but they've got some success, and they've got a kid who can just fill it up.
You know, you mentioned a young team, but yet a 10-11 record. Looking at it, they are play a lot better at home. 7-1 at home, but on the road they are 3-10. So we just talked a little bit ago about being a young team, play better in your friendly confines of your own. And then you mentioned that Tyson Bowers, being a sophomore, averaging 23, 25 a game, that's about 44% of their points. Yeah. As you said, you're going to hear his name this evening.
Yeah, that's a team that averages 49.5 points a game. If he's averaging that 23, 25 area, they give up 52. Might be a little skewed by a couple of those games. Giving up 80 to PH probably didn't happen. They led that game 5-0, and then it obviously got outscored quite a bit after that. It's always interesting, Scott, when you start talking about young kids. It's not like Liberty's playing all seniors. We're starting a freshman and a sophomore. But you never know how that's going to go. And being in a facility you play in every day, you practice in, the shadows and everything, that usually does help those young kids just play a little bit more confidently.
Yeah.
Plus the crowd's always on your side, right?
Exactly. We got the home crowd, and it's a good crowd tonight for a Friday night, last regular season game for these teams.
Oh, yeah.
Senior night,
yeah. Probably if you saw that on the broadcast, we didn't get to talk about it, but did recognize the seniors tonight for Liberty Center. Liberty comes in 8-12 overall, 2-4 in the league for Coach Badenhop, 13th season for him. 146 and 157 overall. This is a team that averages about 53 points a game. Had a couple games in there, skewed it. They are averaging, giving up about 55 right now. Balanced scoring, though. Gavin Galen is leading the way, 11 points, 8 rebounds. Grady Miller, 9.5 points, 4.5 rebounds. Cam Robinson, 9 points. And Ethan Gray right at 9 points a game for those two. Now, unfortunately, this is a Tiger team, as most of you know, has dropped 6 straight. Last 2 games, Friday night, kind of a heartbreaker with Evergreen. 63-66. Gavin had 20 points, 10 rebounds. Cam had 12. Ethan had 11 for the Tigers, and 24 turnovers, 10 of those in the fourth quarter. They were up 7 at the end of 3. And Scott, that was a tough one. Yeah. That was a would have got them to even in the league. Well, at that point they would have been 3-2 in the league with 2 to go. Could have got some help from some other teams, and plus familiar face on that other bench would have been nice for that. They just kind of couldn't hold it together down the stretch.
And I think that's been kind of the story of this 6-game losing streak. They have competed for 3 quarters, and it just seems like in that fourth, the wheels slowly come off, whether it's turnovers, just not the ball not falling in the hoop. It's just one of those things. But tonight, I think there's a golden opportunity to end that losing streak, but also set the tone for this first-round playoff game with Emmanuel Christian.
Tuesday, then, Wauseon came to town with Saturday and Bluffton being canceled. Tigers led by 2 after 1, 4 after 2, 6 after 3. Tied at at the end of the regulation, and if you were with us, we got free basketball. Wauseon pulled it out in overtime, 58-55. Cam Robinson came off the bench. That lined-up change Coach Badenhop had with a couple of kids sick against Perrysburg. He's kind of stuck with that lineup, but Cam came off the bench. Cam Robinson had 18 points. Ethan Gray had 10. Gavin Galen, 8 and 8. But he got in foul trouble late and just couldn't finish the night. But once again, got to that fourth quarter. And I don't know what it is, Scott. It's been driving me kind of mad when I'm looking at that. It's like, what's going on in that? What goes on in 16, 17, 18-year-old kids' head in the fourth quarter?
And I think there's probably coaches before and there's going to be coaches after that ask that question. It's just something about high school basketball, and some teams when they close out a game, they can do it. Other teams just kind of struggle. And Liberty Center's right now in that part where they're struggling. And hopefully, again, they can get off that schneid tonight and things. Again, as an outsider, I don't know if I want to play Liberty Center in this tournament. You just don't know what you're going to get. You know they're going to compete with you. And if the ball starts to fall, some breaks go your way, you're going to be on the short end of a stick.
This is a team that played within 7 points of Perrysburg until the end. This is a team that was beating Patrick Henry until the fourth quarter, and then Patrick Henry put on a free throw shooting display. Yeah, I agree. They've got all the things that you kind of check the boxes when you talk about. They got outside shooting. They're physical. They're big inside. They're athletic.
Yep.
They play with good tempo, and when they don't turn the ball over, they're pretty tough to beat. We're just kind of going through a stretch here where we're, kind of turning the ball over a little bit. And I don't care what team you are. When you turn the ball over, it hurts.
Yeah.
I think Tim said the magic number was 12 against Wauseon. If they turned it over 12 or less times, they would win, and they turned it over 13 times. And it would have been 12 if they hadn't gone to overtime.
There you go.
Very interesting. I guess we're going to see. I had a little sickness in the team this week, but everybody's back healthy, back home, senior night. You never know where the heads are, if they're sad that this is their not their last home game, because we will have Emmanuel Christian here on Tuesday. Which we will have that broadcast probably start around 7 o'clock on Tuesday with Emmanuel Christian, that first round of the sectional. But you just never know where the kids are going to be on a night like tonight.
Yep. And I think as you saw the seniors walk in and being honored, the bench was into it. Yep. So I have to believe we're going to come out a little bit fired up, which, again, for basketball, it's one of those things. You could be a little bit too fired up, or it could go to your advantage. But, no, I think tonight we're going to see Delta play a 2-3 zone. Yeah. I think, we're going to look to attack it, but we also got to be, that turnover bug, we're going to have to be patient. We're going to have to make sure we're getting some good quality shots, hitting some cutters.
A lot of the success against that 2-3 is how often we get that ball to the short corner.
Yep.
That's where the ball against the 2-3, the way Coach Badenhop wants to run this offense, once you get that ball to the short corner, you're going to see cutters come down the middle. And if we get the ball to those cutters and we finish at the rim. It could be a long night, would we?
Exactly.
JV was it was a kind of a rough night. Liberty Center, if you saw that one, won that by a bunch. So same premise, same ideas, just we'll see how things go. It's just one of those nights, Scott, where it's February, high school basketball. It doesn't get any better than this, right?
This is everything you play all year for. You get ready to get this last game in, and then you start the tournament. So,
all right, well, we're going to take it down to the floor for starting lineups and the national anthem, and then we'll be back with very exciting Liberty Center basketball here in a minute.
On behalf of the Board of Education, the administration, and the athletic department of the Liberty Center Schools, we welcome you to tonight's game. We are pleased that you are here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a country with liberties and freedoms like none other. To honor the United States of America and all of our servicemen and servicewomen, both past and present, we ask that you please stand. Gentlemen, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner, performed tonight by the Liberty Center High School Pep Band. Liberty Center High School and Delta High School are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by high standards of conduct and competition. While the athletes in this game tonight are friendly rivals, all in attendance are reminded that this is a game between student athletes and that sporting behavior is expected. The officials for this game tonight have been chosen according to the policies and procedures set forth by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Your officials for tonight's game are Mr. Ken Penn, Mr. Maynard Porter, and Mr. Faisal Crumby. And now let's meet our teams. First, the visitors, the Panthers of Delta High School. A 5', 10" sophomore, number 0, Vincent Martinez. A 6', 1" sophomore, number 2, Tyson Bauer. A 6' senior, number 3, Wyatt Gibbons. A 6' senior, number 11, Brady Moore. And a 6' junior, number 21, Alex York. Delta is coached by Matt Brighton, assisted by Jerry Kiefer, Ron Ralou, and Noah Tedro. And now for your Liberty Center Tigers. A 6'2" 7th senior, number 0, Blake Garber. A 6'4" senior, number 1, Brady Miller. A 5'10" sophomore, number 2, Ethan Gray. A 6'3" senior, number 23, Camden Robinson. And a 6'5" senior, number 24, Gavin Galen. Liberty Center is coached by Greg Bancroft, assisted by Justin Fry, Logan Meyer, Doug Hick, and Aaron Schaefer.
Up and helped up. Yep, that's great. Glad you noticed that. Scott, big last home game of regular season, that last game. Tigers need to win. What's your key to a victory tonight, Scott?
Well, I think tonight, big thing is attitude. We got to come in here, being senior night, and show that we want to be here, that we want to compete. Offensively, attack that zone. Defensively, be aggressive, limit the fouls, and rebound. And I think we can break it down. Let's just score more points.
But it's how it's played.
That's how it's played.
That's why he's the best in the business, coach.
Here we go.
Gavin Galen and Alex York going to face in the middle for the tip, and the 6'5" senior controls the tip for the Tigers. You're going to see a little 2-3. They stack it a little goofy as Robinson getting the start tonight instead of Badenhop. In the corner goes to Galen. There's that short corner we were talking about. Quickly attacked, looks at the skip, gets it to Garber up top. Cam Robinson, 15-footer, no good. Rebound pulled in by York.
The good thing about that was that extra pass against that zone.
Yep, that one time, one extra one. Here comes Martinez across half court for the Panthers. Looks to the high post to York. York back to Martinez, looks to Bauer. Bauer drive, puts it up in traffic, good to go. 2-0 on that three-court scoreboard. Delta with the lead. Here's a little 2-2-1. If you watch the Evergreen game, I bet we see that the rest of the year. 2-2-1 pressure, but the ball gets tossed over top to Robinson. Back to Garber. Robinson looks short corner to Galen. Quickly takes it, steps through, puts it up. He's going to be fouled.
Foul will be on 21, Alex York.
The 6-foot junior picks that one up, and Galen's going to go to the line for 2. Scott, we talked a little bit during the starting lineups. Delta doesn't play a ton of guys. They might go 7, maybe 8 deep. So foul trouble early, particularly on the inside, may be difficult for the Panthers to overcome. But Galen leaves the first one short.
You know, as you mentioned, Chris, they don't use that bench. That'd be great to get them in foul trouble and make them forced to use that bench. Because they said there are not a lot of people playing a lot of playing time.
Second free throw good for Galen. Pulls the Tigers within 1 on that three-court scoreboard, 2-1. 1 minute in. Here comes York across half court, drives right down, throws it in the corner to Gibbons. Now Martinez for 3, no good. Rebound, Cam Robinson. Something Cam's done a better job of recently this year, rebounding. Grady Miller right to the hole, lays it up. That pressure might be used to slow him down, too.
Yep.
York in the corner.
Did a nice job
Moore.
attacking on that break, too.
Moore to Martinez, top of the key. He's got Gray on him. Steps through. He's going to travel. First turnover of the night. That belongs to Delta.
Doing a good job defensively.
Yep.
Aggressively. Other than that first drive there, that was...
Quickly into Robinson, now reversed around to Miller. He brings it across half court, attacking with the left hand, picks up the dribble, loses his footing, gives it to Garber around to Robinson. Attacking, stepping through. They're going to call a jump ball. Second turnover of the
Favors
game.
Delta.
Going to Liberty. Tigers are going to pull up or pick up man or full court man here, up one on that three-court scoreboard. Martinez across half court for the Panthers. Drives with the right hand, scoops.
Nice steal by Gavin.
Help side. Here comes Garber on the fly. Through over York. Off the glass.
Good attack.
Good. 5-2. As the fans serenade Blake's mother. Moore with the ball up top. Bauer puts up 2. Rattles out. Rebound. Run down by Moore for
nice pass.
Zelda. And throws it right into Gibbons.
Gibbons.
Quickly the other way, and the
steal.
Bowers with the steal.
Bauer, excuse me.
Here comes off the glass. Good. He's got 4.
By 2, Bauer.
Garber looks to inbounds against this pressure. Up the sideline to Robinson. Looks, skips. Now Gray. Great left-hand attack off the glass. No good. Gavin Galen rebound. Puts it up. No good. Grady Miller with the rebound. Up. Tell me if you heard that one again. No good. Miller, Gray, Galen, all with rebounds on that.
Foul
is on Gibbons.
Number 3, Gibbons, his first team second. Shooting 2 for the Tigers, number 1.
We've played 3 minutes.
One of those keys was to control the boards. We're definitely getting after the rebound.
Yes, we are. We're not turning them into points, though, is where
that's
at
good
2
point.
feet. Baden Hop checks in for the Tigers. Hallett, the 6'3 senior, checks in for Delta. Looks like Gary Cruz is going to check in as Grady Miller knocks down that free. No, he rattles it out.
We're 1 of 4 from the line to start.
That's not going to be good. York to Moore. Moore on the dribble, throws it over to York. Over to Martinez. Martinez drives in, lays it up, and they count the bucket. That's a big bucket by Martinez, the 5'10 sophomore.
I think he called it on Badenhop, I believe.
Yep. Isaiah Badenhop picked up his first, team first. Gary Cruz checks in as Grady Miller has a seat.
One thing real quick, it appears that Delta is very quick off the drive, that first step. They're getting past us here.
Martinez knocks down the free throw to make it a 3-point play. Ball's going to be tipped out of bounds by Delta, stays with the Tigers. 9-5 on that 3-court scoreboard. 4:33 left here in the first quarter. Tigers trail by 4. 1 for 4 from the free throw line. Ethan Gray for 3. That's a big bucket.
Good start for Gray.
That's not going to hurt. Martinez across half the court for the Panthers. Gives it off to Bauer. Bauer to York. Moore. Hallett. Now over to Bauer again. Bauer loses the handle on the way up. It's going to be taken away by Gary Cruz. Here comes Badenhop looking for Garber. Sets up. Short corner to Cruz. Cruz squares up, looks for the cutter. Now back to Garber. Gray, 3 on the way. No good. I got to quit saying he misses every time. Yeah. Rebound pulled down by York. Every time I say that in the last 3 weeks. I'm not superstitious at all.
No.
Martinez. That's a lie. Anybody who tells you they're not, they played this game, you're a liar. Moore for 2. No good. Garber with the rebound. Quickly over the top to Gray. He's got Galen running with him. Stops. High post Cruz, shoulders in, that's good.
Cruz with the basket.
Tell you what, Gary pulls his head, he misses. When he keeps his head in the shot, it goes in every time. I don't care where it's from. I've told him that, just for the record, too. Bauer on the curl. Back to York. Drives, back to Bauer. 3. Good. It's a great 2-man game they played right there. Ball comes into Garber.
Quick 7 for the first quarter for Bauer.
That's a travel. As you're watching that, against Evergreen, against this 2-2-1, they passed the ball in. The first cutter went through the zone, and then everybody kind of filtered away, and they left Badenhop on his own. That time, Gray started to do the same thing. He floated away, and now Garber's back here by himself trying to break a press.
Yep.
Panthers with the ball in the 2-point lead, 12-10 on that three-chord scoreboard. York hits Bauer on the curl. He's going to lay it up and in. Another assist for York, another bucket for Bauer. He's got 9 of their 14. They're going to call a foul on York.
His second, team third.
2:35 to play. Grady Miller's going to come back in as Galen's going to have a seat. Looks like the Panthers are going to back off the pressure. Interesting. Maybe they didn't see the tape. I doubt that. Garber on the left-hand side, up top to Badenhop. To Cam Robinson. Thought he was going to pull a long one, but he didn't. Miller, baseline drive in traffic. Gets the first cutter. Lays it up and in.
Nice cut by Badenhop for fun.
By design, here comes Bauer. Bauer's got 9. Panthers by 2. Bauer, another 3, short. Rebound tipped around. Badenhop pulled in, and we're off to the races. Here comes Isaiah. Scoop, no good. Rebound pulled in by Moore. Here comes Panthers. Martinez quickly up the top to Hallett. Off the glass and good. Nice look by Martinez from the.
Give Hallett some credit there for catching that pass. That was a tough catch.
Garber to Badenhop. Panthers packing in this zone. Garber, high post to Cruz. Cruz going to step through off Hallett, put it in.
Cruz backs one in.
Big strong move by Garrett Cruz. Keeps that Tigers within 2, 16-14 on that three-chord scoreboard. 1:20 to play here in the first. Martinez across half court. High post to Hallett. Hallett has got Miller all over him. They're going to call a foul on Grady. His first. Only the team's second.
Center official was pointing at, he got the ball, but then we had the trail call that foul. So looking through the player instead of
it's not just the players that basketball is all about angles and triangles, right?
Exactly,
even the referees.
Exactly.
Martinez across half court. Looks at the high post, doesn't take it. 1 minute to play as Bauer drives. Here comes the help. He puts it off the glass and in.
Basket by 2, Bauer.
Badenhop across half court. Robinson, short corner to Galen. Looking for the second cutter through. As Badenhop didn't have him. He's going to step through. What are they going to call? They're got a block.
Oh.
They're going to discuss it.
He signaled block. We better.
Yep, they call the block. Yep, they give it to number 3, Gibbons. His second.
Team fourth.
They're going to say Galen was shooting that as well. So he's going to go to, nope, they're going to say it's out on the floor. That was probably a better call.
I would agree.
Yeah. I don't think he had that ball up. Yeah. Badenhop to inbounds. Walker, Wilhelm, Robinson, Galen. Here comes Max.
They got it in.
It's in Robinson. Robinson, left hand, steps through, righty hook,
nice
off the glass,
shot.
Good. First bucket for Robinson, 30 seconds to play here, Tigers. Down 2. Bauer across half court.
Nice steal by
Wilhelm takes it away.
Oh.
Throws it off his leg. Oh, going to be a kick.
Oh.
We just can't get out of our own way sometimes.
Yeah. That was a tough call there because I don't know if he meant to kick that ball. You can get away, but
I'm guessing when your teammate passes it to you, you're not intentionally kicking it. But
yeah. But it wasn't a very good pass.
No,
that was You know, with those passes, we want to put our position.
Well, Bauer doesn't want the ball on Wilhelm. Now it's going back to Bauer. He's just going to drive in and lay it up. Blocked by Gavin. Out of bounds with 7 seconds to play. Tigers will zone up out of bounds. Lindermuth inbounds, throws it to Bauer. He's going to step through, 15-footer, good.
Basket by 2, Bauer.
That's going to give him 13. Tigers will finish the quarter down 4, 20-16. And while we play with some stats, we have a special guest. Colby Strayer is here. She's going to do some reads, try to recognize some of our sponsors and the great people that make this broadcast. No matter how bad Scott and I are, they still make it available. Go ahead, Colby.
Yes, absolutely. So we're going to read off our 2024-2025 sponsors. We're going to start here with KK Collision, and then Meyer Badenhop Insurance, Affinity IT Group, Ohio Asphalt Paving, Davis Farm Services, Swanton Welding, Pisanello's Pizza, Gerald Grain Centers, and Holgate Metal Fab. We appreciate all of our sponsors. Couldn't be here without you guys, and yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you is what she says. I like it. Scott, you want to look at some of those first quarter numbers?
Yeah, we mentioned Delta has 20 on the board, led by Tyson Bauer with 13, followed by Vincent Martinez with 3, 1-1 from the free throw line. Liberty Center 16 on the board, led by Gary Cruz with 4. Gray has 3, and we're 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Coming out to start the second half, it will be Liberty Center's ball.
Delta goes 9 of 14 in that quarter from the field. LC 7 of 13, 5 of 10 from the key. Like you said, 1 of 4 from the free throw line. That's a big number for the Tigers. What are they doing in the key? Gray for 3 in the quarter. Once again, you get that guy rolling through to that corner. Gray knocks it down, pulls the Tigers within 1.
We hit a couple more outside shots, and them packing that zone in, they're going to have to come out and honor that, which will help out with the cuts.
Quickly, Hallett goes down.
Turnover.
He turns the ball over. Gavin Galen picks it up. That's a 5th turnover. Both teams turned it over 4 times in that first quarter. Gray, step, pumps, no good, rebound. Here comes Hallett with another board. Gets the ball to Martinez. Tigers go Badenhop, Galen, Garber, Gray, Robinson here to start the second quarter. Martinez, Bauer, Moore, Lintermuth, and Hallett for Panthers as Bauer puts up the ball, no good. Gray pulls down the rebound for the Tigers. He'll bring it himself. Tigers down 1. They're going to call Garber, stepped out of bounds. Wow, 5th turnover for the game. Give the ball back to the Panthers.
Said he was lined up outside and then stepped in before.
That's well, there you go. Martinez across half court. Gives it to Bauer. Bauer's going to get a ball screen as Gray switches out on him. Skips it up top to Lindermuth, who drives in, turns that ball over, taken away by Badenhop.
Good active hands there by Liberty.
Yep. Badenhop drives, throws
nice
it to
pass.
Galen. Gavin puts it up and in. That's a 3rd assist for Isaiah Badenhop. He gets in that lane, beats his guy, gets in the lane.
I tell you, that's it, Chris. I said I love it. I know he's a freshman, but how he attacks that defense, and his head is always up, and he finds that open guy.
You know, you have a point guard that looks to pass first. As a big guy, it makes life so much more fun running the floor. I played with one who wasn't allowed to shoot, so that's nice. Galen misses a free throw, tipped around, rebound, Robinson. He puts it up, no good. Rebound, Galen. He puts it up, no good. Galen again, why not? He's going to get fouled, no good.
No.
That ball's going to tip around. Badenhop runs it down. Holy crap. Put up Badenhop, no good. Galen with another one, no good.
Galen for 2.
Attacking those boards.
4 offensive rebounds, 1 possession. Honestly, you got to make 2 of those, but that's fine. We'll take it. 23-20 on that 3-court scoreboard. Tigers lead. Bauer with the ball, spins, drives into traffic, goes
I think they got him with a travel.
They're going to get a travel.
Yep.
7th turnover for the Panthers.
Good job on the help side defense to come over and stop and make him travel on that possession.
Robinson out, Cruz in for the Tigers. Bauer's got 13, though. Badenhop across half court. Grady Miller's going to return the travel. Why not? Your mom taught you to share, right? Moore with the ball. All the way around to Bauer. He might have traveled there too. Moore. Martinez. Martinez got Gavin.
Oh, he hooked him. He hooked him.
Yep,
they got
offensive. That's going to be a foul and a turnover. That's 2 on Delta here in the quarter. Hey, when a legend like Dave Kleck says, "What's the score?" I'm sorry. I get sidetracked.
Well, if you had a good partner, I would have picked you up. But unfortunately, I'm just too busy watching the game.
No, I know. It's fine. No. Baden hop across half court to Gray. Short in the corner to Cruz. Or now short corner Cruz. Pass fake. Puts it up, no good. Galen with another offensive rebound. He's going to get shoved. That'll be the third team foul. Tigers will have that one out of bounds. That's the 5th rebound for Gavin Galen. I think 4 of those are offensive. 3 of them are on his own shots, though. So
Charged with the displacement foul. His second.
Team third, yep.
Lindermoot picked that one up.
Yeah.
Tigers ball underneath. Up by 3 on that 3-court scoreboard. 23-20. Gray, Cruz, Galen. Baden Hop.
Brighton's doing
Miller.
a good job working the official right now.
Here we go. Gray looking in. Up top to Gray, or Miller. They're going to call that on Bauer. His first.
Team fourth, so we'll be shooting, and we're just inside 5 minutes in the quarter, so.
Delta goes Brasher, who's in for the first time. He's a 7'5", depends on what paper you look at. He's a 6'5" senior. Lindermoot, Moore, Bauer, and Martinez. Grady Miller. Now to Baden Hop, top of the key, looking the high post. Miller loads a 3. No good. Rebound tipped around, pulled in by Lindermoot. And it's going to be tied up. And he's going to stay with
Delta.
the Panthers, but it's always nice to flip that arrow. Martinez with the ball for the Panthers. Down 3 on that 3-court scoreboard. Taking his time, crosses half court. Trying to get the ball to Lindermoot on Ethan Gray. Now back to Martinez. Turns the corner, goes up, no good. Tipped around. It's going to go to the Tigers.
Spangler checking in for Galen.
Hunter Spangler. It's fun to say. He's a fun kid. I love Hunter.
Yeah.
We spend a lot of time together. I'm glad he just moved his neck. Cruz with it off the screen by Miller. Back to Baden Hop. Looking inside. Wants to go to corner to Gray. Now Spangler, 12 feet. Garrett Cruz at 5. Cruz missed the layup, but he's going to get a free throw or 2 out of it.
Foul on 22, Lindermoot. His third, team 5th.
It's 3 on Lindermoot.
For the Tigers, number 10, Garrison.
All right. And we're in the bonus the rest of the way out. Midway through
halfway through the second quarter. Tigers are shooting a lot of free throws here, hopefully. First one, good. Gary.
21, Alex York returns.
Actually, when you miss free throws, it's your real name. Garrison. You know you're in trouble.
Yeah, well, yes,
you
to say. You get the full name, yes.
You didn't get that. You had to get all 3 names, right?
Yeah.
Second one, good.
There we go.
There we go. 24-20 on that 3-court scoreboard. Tigers with the lead. Panthers with the ball. Martinez got Baden Hop on him. Screened by York. Now up top to York. He's going to attack with the right hand. Stops.
Good
Tips
steal
it away.
by Cruz.
Takeaway by Gary. He's going to lay it up. No good. Baden Hop, no good.
Oh.
Moore with the rebound. Unbelievable. Cross half court quickly. Martinez, baseline drive, looking for a tip.
Active
Taken away
part-
by Hunter Spangler.
Oh, what a
what
play
a-
by Gray after Spangler saved it.
10th turnover for the Panthers. Here comes Bainhop. Let's get a good one here. Up
Yep.
4. Skip to Gray. High post Cruz. Cruz is going to throw it to Spangler.
Oh, he lost the handle.
Yeah, it's
Off
tipped out of
Delta.
bounds. So.
23, Robinson checking back in for Liberty
I love it
Center.
when big guys play together. Scott, you never can trust a guard to give you the ball, so
But you gotta
post
give it-
players got to stick together.
Well, and I'll tell you what, they made eye contact.
Yep.
Hunter did a great job sealing.
Yep. Ball into Robinson. To Miller. We've got a lot of people standing
Let's
in
say
the
we
same
get a little bit of
spot.
spacing, yeah.
Robinson back to Bainhop.
There we go.
They're going to set the offense.
Yep.
Cruz at the high post. 3 minutes and rolling here in the first half. Miller for 3. No good. Rebound tipped around, pulled in by Martinez. And now he's quickly triple teamed. Now to York. York in the corner to Bauer. 3. No good. Going to roll out of bounds.
Good job.
Belong to the Tigers. We got a sub coming in as Max Walker's going to check in for Cruz.
Chris, we're inside 3 minutes, and Delta has not scored in this period.
Why do you say things? You and I jinx things
I know,
so
I know,
well. Why
I know.
would you say that?
I know. I was afraid to say it, but I think it's a special call. I mean, we are playing well defensively in this quarter.
Don't live your life out of fear. there,
Yeah,
Scott. You're all
exactly.
right. Badenhop off the dribble. Colby will never come back after this, I promise you. Miller up top to Walker. Robinson drives, stops, scoops. No
Left hand.
good. Rebound. Martinez with another rebound. Here come the Panthers. York backs it out to Martinez. Now Bauer. Swings baseline. Blocked by Hunter Spangler. Gives everybody a chuckle on the floor.
And a nice little smile from Hunter as well.
Yeah, I
It's
can't
always great to see.
I can't wait to hear about that tomorrow. It might text me tonight complaining about it. Bauer's going to travel. Delta's done turned the ball over. I'm going to put this out here. Bauer's uncle was a junior on my senior basketball team. He graduated with, his uncle graduated with my brother. He's got some good Holgate basketball blood in him there. I'm just telling you. Walker up to Badenhop on the wing, looking, throws a high post to Miller. Miller turns, puts it up, good explosion, can't get it to go. Rebound pulled in by York. Boy, that kid has just struggled from the field the last few games. That one looked good. Bauer on the dribble. Goes to Martinez. Bauer gets lost on the screen, no good.
Good rebound by Miller.
Pulled in by Grady. Here comes Badenhop. Fronts the ball to Cam. Stops. Right hand dribble into the middle. Loses the handle.
Yep.
7 turnover for the Tigers. Here comes Martinez. Looking to I thought he was going to go to York, but he's going to bring it over to Bauer. Bauer right hand drive. Cam comes to help. Badenhop got a hand on it, but they're going to call the foul on Isaiah.
Yep, they did his second. Team first.
That's pretty good. A minute to play here in the second quarter. That's their first team foul. That's all right.
Yep.
Bauer to the line for 2. First free throw's good. It's the first point of the quarter. Tigers by 3 on that 3-court scoreboard. Spangler, Miller, Badenhop are going to have a seat
Garber and Gray checking in, and as well as Galen.
with big old Gabbo.
Yeah.
Second free throw good. Tiger lead by 2. And they're going to
Full-court
come
press.
back out and show a 1-3. It looks like a 1-2-2,
Two.
and then they kind of shuffled it around. Walker drives in, blocked out of bounds. Got in, got his shoulder where it is. I don't think Max needs a helmet for football.
No.
Man, oh man, he shoves his head in no matter where
He's an
it
old
is.
school player.
Yeah, he is. He's a good
Oh.
time, too. They're going to call a foul on Galen. That's going to be a turnover for the Tigers. Looks like he got a little bit of a push off, trying to get that lob.
I don't even think he was expecting the ball when it came to him. Even with the foul.
That is the beauty, because if the guy getting the ball doesn't expect it, how can the defender?
Yeah.
Landon Cruz was so good at that. Sometimes I don't think he knew he was passing the ball until it was already halfway there.
Oh.
They're going to call a foul on Garber. Trying to come off that screen that Moore was setting.
Yep.
Tiger foul against
First on Garber.
I think that's our third foul in the last 25 seconds.
Yeah, we know how to jinx things, don't we?
I
still have one to give before we start shooting free throws. Ball goes into Martinez in the backcourt. He's got Gray on him. Garber's guarding Bauer, who gets switched out on him by Galen.
Nice.
Now, oh, that's got to be intentional.
You know,
it doesn't have to be.
No, but if that would go, that would be going to the monitor in college. They'd be looking at that one for the head.
Yeah.
Fourth team foul, so they will be shooting.
Oh, no. He said he was in the process of shooting.
He was.
I had a great view of Garber's face. He bit down on that mouthpiece.
Yeah.
Bauer to line for two. First free throw is good. Gives him 16 in the first half. We've seen a lot of career nights this year.
We have.
The kid from
Brian
got 29 or something. Kid from Perrysburg had 28. I know I'm missing like two other ones.
Yeah.
Second free throw is good. All tied on that three-court scoreboard. 24 all. Tigers trying to beat this 2-2-1 press. Ball comes into Robinson. 25 seconds to play. Garber loads a three. No good. Rebound brought in by Brasher. Here comes Bauer on the drive, on the spin, on the scoop, lays it up and in. Here comes Garber over the top to Galen. He's going to step through, put it up, no good. Max Walker with the rebound, that's good.
Walker with the basket.
26-26.
Three-quarter court shot, no good. Whew. No, what for a pretty boring first 7 minutes of that quarter, which I'm okay with boring.
Yeah.
That last minute was pretty exciting. We're go into some spots, and then we'll take a break, and then we'll come back and look at some stuff. All right. Are they calling you the best runner in Liberty Center history yet?
Oh, no. I wouldn't say that.
No.
Not yet.
Okay, not yet. It's a box that needs checked yet. So
hopefully.
Colby Strayer is going to read our spots, and then we're going to take a break. We'll come back with some stats from the first half and second half action right after this.
Yep. All right. We want to take a moment to thank our 2024 to 2025 sponsors. We're going to get started with KK Collision, a leader in the auto repair industry that has been servicing Northwest Ohio's auto needs for over 27 years. They offer fast and reliable repair options that stand above the competition. Call 888-533-7801 for your free estimate. Meyer Badenhop Insurance. Meyer Badenhop Insurance believes that insurance is a people business, building relationships with their clients and companies in Northwest Ohio since 1933. Call 419-592-5749 for all your insurance needs. Affinity IT Group. Providing IT solutions is what we do best. We want to solve problems before they happen. We want to understand your challenges and provide solutions that work with the way you do business. Call us at 419-885-4455 to discuss your company's computer challenges. Ohio Asphalt Paving. Let us put our over 15 years of paving experience to work for you. Get a free estimate by the next business day. Discover the Ohio Asphalt Paving difference for yourself. Go to www.ohioasphalt.com for more information. Davis Farm Services. With location in Liberty Center and Delta, wish all our Tiger teams great success and memories with your teammates this year. For all your agronomy needs, contact Barry Watchman or Kyle Bodenbender at the LC location. or Todd Bodenbender, or Kyle Parasini at our Delta location. Davis Farm Services, supporting Tiger sports for over 50 years. Go Tigers. Swanton Welding, not just a metal fabricator. We are a partner in the success of your fabrication project. Since 1956, Swanton Welding's dependable team has been delivering the highest quality steel fabrications worldwide. Pisanello's Pizza, a great family restaurant serving up delicious pizza, subs, wings, salads, and a wide variety of appetizers right here in Liberty Center. Gerald Grain Centers, a farmer-owned cooperative located in northwestern Ohio. At Gerald Grain Center, we strive to do our best with customer service. Call us at 419-598-8025 and see how we might be of service to you. Holgate Metal Fab. With 14,000 feet of fabrication area, Holgate Metal Fab is a shop fabrication you can count on. Call us at 419-599-2000 to see how we can help. Another thanks to our sponsors, we couldn't do it without you.
All right, we've got the winner of the cheerleader cake raffle. Come on up to the comments and claim your prize. Peyton Meyer, Jerry Brown, Kathy Bailey, Sean Walker, Carrie Chapman, and Cheryl Carter. Again, if you want a cake raffle prize, come on out to the comments and claim your prize. Peyton Meyer, Jerry Brown, Kathy Bailey, Sean Walker, Carrie Chapman, and Cheryl Carter. Congratulations to the winners.
Yeah. That's a first half to remember, huh, Scott? Let's look at some of those first half numbers, and then we can break down all of the changes we'd be making.
All right, 26-26 on the board. Delta led by Tyson Bauer with 19. Yes, 19. That is 73% of Delta's points is coming from Tyson Bauer. We mentioned at the onset that the offense was going to run through him, and he is not disappointed. Delta does have one player in foul trouble, Cade Linder-Moot. He has 3. Alex York has 2 fouls, as well as Wyatt Gibbons. For Liberty Center, again, 26 on the board, led by Gavin Galen with 5, as well as Cruz with 5. And I take that back. Gray has 6. Sorry when I said that.
That's all right.
But very balanced scoring for the Tigers. Fouls-wise, Badenhop has 2, Garber has 2. Neither team has taken a timeout, so it's been a relatively quick first half.
Other than the turnovers, 11 for Delta, 8 for Liberty Center. Rebounding, Gavin Galen has 5 to lead the way. Isaiah Badenhop has 3. York and Moore have 3 apiece for the Panthers. Assists, York has 2 for the Panthers. Badenhop has 3. Here's the numbers that are going to tell the story. Delta in that second quarter goes 1 of 6 from the field, which makes them 10 of 20 for the first half. Tigers second quarter, 4 of 20 from the field, 3 of 16 inside the key. And we've talked about that number. Let's be honest, folks. We've talked about their hitting shots in the key since I started helping with the program 4 years ago. So overall, Tigers are 11 of 33 from the field, 8 of 26 in the key, 2 of 7 from the free throw line, 2 of 6 from the three-point line. Scott, we played 16 minutes. We're no closer than we were when we started. We're all tied up. If you're Coach Brighton, what are you telling your Panthers, and are you making any adjustments?
I guess if I'm Delta, I don't know what more adjustments I'm making. I think we're doing a good job, or Delta's doing a good job with us, keeping us, for the most part, in check. They're turning us over.
Yeah.
I guess it'd be nice to get a little bit more balanced scoring, I guess, if I was Delta, but that's been their offense all year. So, I mean, why try to change it, right?
Right.
As for, for Liberty Center, I'll tell you, I said at the onset, I think these two teams are pretty equal.
Yeah.
And I think we got to continue to attack when they press. I think we got to take better care of the basketball. But I think offensively, I think you hit the nail on the head just a few minutes ago when we said we're just not creating space for ourselves. We seem to be bunched up.
Yeah.
We need to have that space and make that zone work with that extra pass. I'm always telling my youth, you can't catch up to a pass. The more you move that basketball, that defense has to rotate, and it just can't catch up.
Yeah.
But by being close, we're kind of taking that away.
And I think, and this is an ongoing conversation,
yeah,
right? As we talked about this, when you're playing a team that packs in the zone the way Delta does, the first shot is not the best shot you're going to get.
Bingo.
And I think as a group, as a program, we take the first shot we get a look at, where had that ball go to the low, take it to the short corner, bring it back to the wing, reverse it, bring it back. The second time that ball goes to the short corner, that second cutter is the second cutter is open.
Yep.
The first time. It's wide open the second time. And it's everybody.
Yeah.
It takes a while. That's why old man basketball always wins, right?
Yep.
Because old man basketball, the guy knows that the ball's going to come back to him. He doesn't have to pull the first one. And we'd laugh about that in open gyms, Old man basketball is going to win again, and
yep,
the sooner you can learn to play that, if you're at 18, the better off you're at.
Last quick point before the second half starts. We are leading the rebounds, but we're not getting the ball in the basket with those second chance. I think that's going to be the key for the second half.
True. Here comes E to the corner. Garber to Robinson. Looks in the high post to Grady Miller. Steps through, puts it in. That is a big basket. Grady Miller has been a little cold for the last 6 quarters, and he finally gets one to go in, giving that Tigers a 2-point lead. Then he's going to get a steal. As Gibbons loses the handle, it's going to be out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Panthers, but that's just Grady Miller being more athletic and
also a great leader.
Gray's going to pick up a foul.
That will be his first.
Yep.
Team first.
I like the aggression. Played 30 seconds here. Tigers 2-point lead on that 3-court scoreboard. Panthers still haven't gotten the ball really across half court. comes into Martinez. Martinez brings it across the timeline. Gets it to Gibbons. Looking for Bauer on the cut. Gets it to Moore at the top of the key around to Martinez. We're going to run a little as Bauer gets to the top of the key. He puts up a three.
I'll tell you what, Garber made him challenge that shot. I think he double pumped that.
I thought Garber hit him. So
well, it'd be great to see it on replay. He did hit him.
He did hit him.
Yeah, he got away with it.
Captain. So Garber against the press, gets across the half court to Robinson. He's going to turn with the dribble, stop, gives it to Galen in the corner, back to Robinson. Step through, up to Garber. High post to Miller, steps in, puts it up and in. That's 2 in a row for Garber, or for Miller on the pass from Garber. Here comes Bauer.
And Delta is showing that they can't stop that drive.
Few can. Bauer pull up 15 feet on the baseline, no good. Pulled in by Cam Robinson, taken away by Gibbons. Back to Bauer, 15-footer, good.
Bauer for 2.
Thought Robinson had that rebound corralled, couldn't get a handle, and got back to Bauer as Gray puts the ball down, skips it to Garber. Now on the attack with the left hand, steps through, flips it to Galen. What a pass by Blake. He gives Gavin his 7th point of the night. Tigers
There's
by 4.
There's a point guard looking to assist. Share the wealth, right?
Yep. Garber has Bauer. Bauer stops. It's going to be blocked, and Gavin's going to get a foul on that blocked shot.
Galen charged with the foul from the Tigers.
His second.
Team second at the line.
Bauer going to the line for 2. Garber getting in that assignment to guard Bauer. He's crafty.
He moves well without the ball, and then when the ball's in his hand, he can dribble, drive, and he can stop on a dime and shoot.
But he pulls up from 15, and that's not a ton of kids do that right now.
Nope.
Second free throw, no good.
That's his first miss from the line tonight.
Galen pulls down the rebound, his 6th. Here comes Garber. Skips it to throws it all the way to Gray. Now to Robinson. That pass was a little too tall for him. Look in the short corner, goes the high post. Grady Miller's going to have 3 guys on him. He's going to go up in traffic, no good. Rebound comes down to Garber. Flips it to Galen. That one's out of bounds to the Panthers. First turnover of the third quarter.
About the guards putting the ball in position for us to make a play, and there's a little too many hands in there.
Yep.
A little too many hands.
But it was a dead ball turnover, and that's an improvement. I'm all sunshine. I'm all sunshine and rainbows. Gavin Galen's going to pick up a foul.
His 3rd.
As York falls down, that'll get Cruz off the bench real quick.
Foul against 24, Galen, his 3rd, team 3rd. Into the game for the Tigers, number 10.
Gavel looked like he needed a nap yesterday, so I'm glad to see he just made it, to be honest. Here comes Bauer on the curl, gets to 15 feet, stop, pump fake, step through, bucket.
2 points by Bauer.
Let's pull the Panthers within 1 and gives him 24. Gray. Garber, back to Gray. 3 on the way.
Good.
There, I got to use it. Big 3 ball there by Gray. Put the Tigers up 4. Crowd is exuberant tonight. Moore. Waiting, looking, trying to get to Bauer at the top of the key. Garber's all over him. Forces the back cut. The ball gets taken away by Miller. Here comes Grady on the fly. Step through Euro laying it up and in. He was trying to tell me yesterday he could dunk. He was feeling springy. I said it's February, dude. It ain't spring yet. Ball goes to Bauer with Miller on him. Bauer baseline, double team, steps through, puts it up. He's going to the line for 2. They got Miller with that one. Oh, no. Garber, his 3rd.
His 3rd as well. Team 4th.
4:14 to play. Tigers hanging on to that 6-point lead on that 3-quarter scoreboard. Trying to get to 3-4 in the league on the year. Get some momentum built into next week's game with Emmanuel Christian starting the state tournament. Robinson and Garber sit down as Badenhop and Wilhelm check in for the Tigers. Both free throws good for Bauer. That gives him 26 on the night.
7-8 from the line.
He's got his average. He can stop.
Yeah. As you mentioned, we've seen enough career nights.
Badenhop around him, Gray. Up top to Badenhop. Looks at the high post to Cruz. Back to Gray. 3. Got it. Timeout, Liberty Center. That's nice to see Ethan step into that. That gives him, 12 on the night?
Yes.
40-33 on that three-court scoreboard. Tigers by 7.
Hey, while we got a break in the action here, join us tomorrow, 1 p.m. If weather permitting. We will have the girls' tournament game in conjunction with Tenora Rams Live. It will be on our YouTube channel. And then back for boys' action on Tuesday. Chris will be on the call. You're on the call, right, Chris?
Yep. Me and Brian, double B's, baby.
Jigs Babcock for the round 1 of Liberty Center taking on Emmanuel Christian. Here, join us on Tiger Sports Live.
You know, you mentioned about Gray stepping into those 2 threes to start the second half. And I'll tell you again, that zone, they're going to have to start honoring it. And this is where it should be pretty interesting if we can bring them out, get those cuts going through.
Tigers showing a little diamond in 1. Cruz out top. Martinez to Bauer, 3. Long, no good. Rebound tipped around, pulled in by Moore for the Panthers. He's going to step through traffic and put it up. That's a tough shot, but he's going to draw a foul and go to the free throw line for 2.
I think it's on Miller. Yep.
His second.
And they are in the bonus with 3:34 to go.
Yep. Brady Moore, the 6-foot senior, to the line for 2. First free throw is good. 26 for Bauer of the 34. It's a quiet 26 too, you know. It's just been solid basketball as Cruz pulls in the rebound on the miss.
It is, and you know, Coach Badenhop said how vastly improved he is from his freshman year to his sophomore year, and it's tough to argue that point.
Wilhelm just throws the ball out of bounds. Tiger, he just threw the ball out of bounds. Yeah. 6-point lead for the Tigers. 3:15 and rolling here in the third. Tigers showing 1-3-1. Cruz up top. He's going to get his hand on the ball. Goes to Bauer. He's double teamed. Taken away by Cruz. Here comes Gary on the fly. Puts it up and good. Big play by Gary, and they're going to jump right back into that. Cruz at the top of that.
You know, besides him being active, he is so strong up there.
Wilhelm with the turnover up top to Cruz. Cruz going to lay it up and in. Going to be a
full timeout for Delta.
That's a big one. You could take that lead to 10 for the Tigers. 30-second timeout. They're going to stand up. So 10-point lead on that three-court scoreboard. That's all right. I thought it was a full time too. Just that momentum shift. That's one of those. You know, the other night against Wauseon, we talked about it. You know, it was a 2-point at the end of 1, 4 at the end of the half. But Tim and I were talking. It felt like we were ahead by more points, but the score just didn't do it. Same here. Even at a 6-point lead, it felt like the Tigers were in a good spot.
Yep.
Then suddenly you get that little burst of, you know, a bucket, a steal, a bucket, a steal, and a bucket, and that's how you put teams away. They just have to do it one more time.
Yep.
Or 2 more times. 10 more times would be nice. As Bauer comes across half court, flips it to Martinez, looking back up top to Bauer, steps through, skips it to York, looks at a 3, now in the corner to Moore. Moore around to Bauer. He's not going to pass that up. Wide open look.
3-point basket by Bauer.
Gives him 29 on the night. Badenhop across half court. 2:15 to play. Wilhelm off a screen, still in this zone. That 2-3 as Badenhop skips it back to Wilhelm. Drives, stops, out to Cruz. He's going to explore the drive. Floater, Gary Cruz.
He's feeling it this evening.
That gives Gary 11 on the night. Southmore's leading the way tonight. Colby, nothing to kick in there? No? Nothing.
Just a smile.
Yeah. Skips the ball around all the way to Martinez, back to York. 3 on the way, no good. Rebound, Grady Miller. Here comes Badenhop, quickly across half court, drives in, steps through, scoop, no good. Rebound, Garrett Cruz, reverse layup. Gary, 13. What a run here. 6 points in the quarter. 8 points in the quarter. It's backdoor Martinez to Moore. He puts it up and in. Here comes Badenhop. A minute to play here in the third. Badenhop drives, stops, looks for the back cut by Wilhelm. He puts it up, no good. Badenhop pulls it in, backs it out, flips it to Gray. Now Wilhelm. Cruz, high post.
He said,
steps
I'm feeling it.
Why not? Garrett Cruz. Miller with the bucket and the foul. That's a big bucket by Grady Miller. That gives him 10 in the quarter. No,
8 in the quarter, 10 for the game.
That's big. As Gray sits down, Walker checks in for the Tigers. So we've got Miller with 8, looking at 9, and Cruz with 8 in the quarter.
And there it is.
There it is. Tigers lead 51-39, 50 seconds to play. Still showing this 1-2-1-1 full court. Ball gets skipped in the corner to Moore, back up top to York. It's going to be tipped away and stolen by Cruz. He's going to lay it up, no good. Walker with the rebound. He puts it up and in. That's the 15th turnover of the game for the Panthers.
You know, we talked about that spurtability, right?
Yeah.
I think to start this third quarter, Grady Miller was doing a great job providing us that spark.
Yes.
Now, you don't like to see Galen get in foul trouble and go out, but since he's been out, Cruz comes in, and he's up on top of that pressure. And I'll tell you what, not only is he big, he's strong, and he's active, and it's been another spark.
Yeah, that's that. You slide that into that 1-3-1, and if that top guy, you're seeing what an active top guy will do in this 1-3-1. I'll tell you, Scott, I played with a kid in college, and he averaged in high school playing the top of the 1-3-1. He averaged 4 dunks a game.
Wow!
Just because he was 6'9", he was athletic. Noof could jump through the roof.
Yep.
But he just played it well. He had great anticipation, and Gary's showing what that looks like right here. Here comes Martinez for the ball. Looking, skips it over to Bauer. Bauer's got Grady Miller right there with him. Now Walker coming to make it tough. Skips to York. 20 seconds and under. Now we're down to 15. In the corner to Moore. Skips up to York. Looking to Bauer in the corner. Back to Moore. He loses the handle. Gets it back. 8 on the clock. Martinez, he loads a 3. No good. Rebound tipped. Pulled in by Moore. Hook shot. Good at the buzzer. It's a 5th rebound for Moore. Oh, goodness. What a quarter. Tigers finish the quarter up 12, 53-41. Ms. Strayer, would you please recognize some of our wonderful sponsors?
Of course. Here we go. 2024-2025 sponsors. KK Collision, Meyer Badenhop Insurance, Affinity IT Group, Ohio Asphalt Paving, Davis Farm Services, Swanton Welding, Pisanello's Pizza, Gerald Grain Centers, and Holgate Metal Fab. Thank you to our sponsors and for supporting us and making this possible.
Colby, which is your favorite?
Oh, man. I mean, Pisanello is always a good one to go, especially after long practice.
Low carb load after practice?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
You're supposed to say I love them all.
Oh, and I,
was
of course, love them all. Got a special spot in my heart for Pisanello's,
There you
though.
go.
Can't Can't sugarcoat that one.
Scott, you want to look at those scoring numbers?
So, ending the quarter, Liberty Center 53 on the board, 13 for Cruz, 11 for Miller, and we also have 12 for Gray. So a nice three-headed monster there. Delta, dare I say it, it's the Bowers show. With 29 of the 41. 1 point to point out. We had 26 at halftime. We have 53 on the board now, 27 points in the quarter.
12 of 17 from the field has York loads a long one. It misses, but Bauer is there for the rebound. Oh, boy. We shot 2 for 2 from 3 in that quarter. Bauer's going to get that put back. He's got 31 as Ethan Gray picks that one up. Tigers in the quarter, 12 of 17 from the field, 9 of 15 from the key, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 2 of 3 1 of 1 from the three-point line, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Gavin Galen pulled down that rebound. Tigers are going to set up against this zone again. Wilhelm gets the respin.
Nice screen.
Skip lefty, no good. Ball bound. Garber grabs the rebound out to Gray for 3, no good. Rebound tipped around. It's going to be York who pulls that in. Gavin Galen might have been held a little bit, but hey, he's got 7 boards already. Yeah. Bauer with it. Tigers still in this 1-3-1. Back Martinez.
Nice. Wilhelm
turnover.
Playing safety on that one.
Yep. Gets it to Garber. Back to Wilhelm, top of the key. Had the lob over top to Galen if he wanted. Steps through. Garber tipped around. They're going to be, we're going to have tipped out of bounds, staying with the Tigers. I thought that's what I saw too, but I don't have a whistle.
Yeah.
Tigers taking it out on the side.
10-point lead.
Garber, Gray, Wilhelm, Robinson, Galen for the Tigers. Ball to Cam. Robinson, top of the key with the dribble. Waiting, dribbling, back to Gray. Looking short corner, now back up top. Robinson to Gray. Quickly short corner, second cutter through. Cam never got the cut, but they got him to the top of the key. Garber. Robinson, 3. Short, tipped around, pulled in by Lindermuth. Still nursing those 3 fouls. He played that whole quarter without picking one up. Martinez is going to have the ball kicked by Galen.
Gavin using that big frame, whether it be arms or legs.
That's what they're there for.
Exactly. Use them, right?
Yep. It's the other football.
Football.
Football. A little footy, never hurt nobody. Yeah. York with the ball. Swings it around back to Martinez. 3, no good. Tipped around, pulled in. Blocked by Robinson.
Ball ends up in the hands of Brasher.
And he lays it up and in. Garber to Robinson. Robinson drives down the lane, steps through. He's going to travel. Oh, they're going to call a foul.
Push.
Nice.
That's why he traveled.
There's much better reason. He'll go to the line for 2. Oh, no, they called it on the floor. That's 3 on York. Comes the Tigers. Garber looking. 5-second turnover.
Yep.
He had 3 guys open. He couldn't decide who to give it to that time. Tigers by 8 on that 3-court scoreboard. It was 12 a minute ago. They're going to call a
Robinson with it.
Bauer to the line for 2.
Robinson's first.
I thought maybe they'd call that a jump ball. I thought Robinson had a good hand on it, but Bauer go to the line for 2. It's the first.
Checking in for the Tigers, number 1.
Was kind of hoping he was getting tired because he had missed 2 of his last 4 free throws, but he's back at it.
I can't imagine. I mean, him and Martinez haven't been out of the game. Tigers go Cruz, Galen, Walker, Miller, Badenhop as Bauer hits the second to give him 33 in the contest. Here comes Walker against the zone, short corner to Galen, looking for that cutter. He had Cruz where he wanted him. Walker steps through,
nice.
almost turns it over. Nowhere to go, gives it to Cruz. 15 foot, stops, pass
Nice
fakes,
pass.
gives it to Galen.
Nice
in.
pass.
With the basket.
Nobody pass fakes as much as Gary Cruz. He just constantly. Ball to Bauer, who now dribbles it out. That's a tough double team. Skips it to Martinez. Shooter in the corner. They skip it to York. Now back to Martinez. Low post to Brasher. Middle of the point to Lindermoot, who puts it up, no good. Rebound tipped around. Gavin Galen, number 8. Here comes Badenhop on the run. Corner, Walker loses the handle, gets
Nice
it to
pass.
Cruz. Cruz, no good. Gavin Galen puts it up, no good.
And Liberty's ball off of Delta. Some really good looks there.
Yeah.
Ball didn't go in, but there was some good looks.
Gavin just faded away on that one instead of attacking the rim and left it short. Screen. Grady Miller is wide open and can't get a handle. Now gets a handle. He's going to go up, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds to Delta. That's interesting. Is that the right word for that?
That's a good way to put it.
I had to pick it. Should have seen Cole's face when I paused. He was like, what in the world? 3 from Bauer, up no good. Rebound pulled in by York. Back up top to Bauer. He's going to flame around to Martinez.
Oh.
Martinez, I'm not sure what just happened there.
Either he
Dislocated his hip.
Yep.
That was rough. But Max Walker dives on the loose ball, calls timeout. Tigers have a 30-second timeout. Martinez is asking to come out. Looks like there was a wet spot, maybe.
That was weird, but he was just coming across the court there, and it just like it gave out on him.
Yeah. So 8-point lead for the Tigers on that 3-quart scoreboard about halfway through this 4th quarter. That 1-3-1, going to that diamond and one, that pressure really, it changes your mentality when you're pressing. It makes you more aggressive. It kind of frees you up, particularly if you're the back of that diamond to really attack the passing lanes. So I think it was a nice adjustment at
I do
halftime.
too. I really do as well.
We haven't seen it in a while. Badenhop to Walker. Here comes around to Cruz. Cruz dribbles in, stops Badenhop. Walker in the corner, 3, good. Max Walker is on fire from downtown. He's getting like 3 attempts a game, but he's knocking them down. York with the ball. Gavin Galen with the steal. Now here comes Gavo. He's going to scoop through, lay it up.
24, Galen goes coast to coast like butter on toast.
13-point lead for the Tigers.
Again, that 1-3-1, the long arms out there.
Bauer
Active.
to York, right to
Turnover.
the block to Moore, but he wasn't ready. Now, Martinez on the bench, right? So a little different handling this pressure. Delro's going Bauer, York, Moore, Brasher, and Alec for the first time in tonight. Miller steps through, stops, puts it up and in. Getting Grady Miller back on track is big. He has 13, along with Gary Cruz with 13. Bauer brings it across half court. Steps through.
Steal by Walker.
Going to be tipped out of bounds. Walker was beat. You got to reach.
Our size and strength tonight are definitely paying some dividends.
Yeah. Bauer with the ball, double team to York. Skips it in the corner to Alec, who tries to go to Moore on the block. It's going to be taken away by Grady Miller, but they're going to call jump ball. That's going to belong to the Tigers.
Yes.
Turnover number 18 for the Panthers.
Did you say 18?
18.
18.
We're at 12. 2:45 to play. 15-point lead on that 3-quart scoreboard. Badenhop across half court. Delta still showing this 2-3. Back up to Isaiah.
They are coming out a little bit more, but
Now
not
to Walker.
much.
High post to Miller off the glass, and then 15. Gavin's got 11, Gary's got 13, and Grady Miller has 15 now for the Tigers. It's been a while since we had 3 guys in double figures as Bauer drives in, skips it, just kind of throws it to Alec. It's going to be taken away by Gavin Galen. Senior Knight lays it up, no good. Walker with the rebound.
Great hustle by Max Walker up and down the floor.
Yep. Corner to Moore. Steps through, loses the handle, tipped around, going to be loose, taken away by Grady Miller. He's just stronger than you guys. Here comes Badenhop. Minute 40 to play.
A couple weeks ago, we were wondering, why aren't we getting these loose balls, the turnovers that we did?
Yeah.
And
tonight we
are, and it's an active hands.
Miller loads a 3. Why not? Gary Cruz lays it up and in. Timeout. Coach Badenhop.
Number 15, Stephen
Brogan and Fuller. Coach Badenhop got the seniors on the floor for the last few minutes. Cam Robinson, Gavin Galen, Grady Miller, those are the 3 you know. Colton Fuller getting his first action quite some time, and Stephen Brogan stepped away from the program for a little bit. Says, Coach Badenhop, can I come out? And he's just a high caliber kid, isn't he?
Yes.
He's quiet. Threw me under the bus the other day, so he got in trouble. Funny. I said something to Amanda. I said, I'm not trying to criticize you. And Brogy's standing there. He hadn't said a word to me all season, right? The whole season, not a real word to me. He goes, well, it kind of sounds like you're criticizing. I was like, what? I go home and tell my wife that. She goes, Stevie Brogan? I saw him the other day, and when I had him in school, he was so scrawny. So I had to tell Brogan that. I was like, hey, my wife called you scrawny.
He's far from scrawny
He's
today.
far from scrawny now. Panthers with the ball. Alec throws the skip to Avery. Gunnar Avery. That rebound's going to be pulled down by Grady Miller. His 6th.
There we go.
In the corner. Brogy for 3. No good.
Just a little long.
Gavin Galen with the rebound. His 10th.
No.
Robinson with the turnover. Here comes Delta. 55 seconds to play. Hey, if Brogan would have hit that, Max Tedrick picked up that steal.
Checking in for the Panthers, number 12,
Jaden Lohlman checks in. Robinson, Galen, and Miller check out for the Tigers as Mason Smith, Tomas Moeller, and JT Ogrew check in for the Tigers. Give those seniors the last clap to come off the floor. Alig loads a 3. He gets it to go. Here comes Ogrew across half court. 40 seconds to play. Fuller drives baseline. Skips. He's going to travel and turn the ball over to Delta. Garber back into the game for Ogrew. Give him that last walk-off as well. JT's going to check back in. Garber's going to foul just so he can get clapped on and off. Garber sets back down. 28 seconds to play. It's a great way to send this senior class off in their last home game. Well, I guess their last regular season home game. Ogrew guarding the ball. Lohlman up, has the ball up top. Looking, stops. Fuller gives it to Avery. Avery puts it up, no good. Thomas Moeller with a big rebound. Gives it to Ogrew across half court. Stevie Brogan drives baseline, gets it to Fuller. Fuller for 3. Oh!
look at him out.
Holy cow! Fuller gets a 3. Holy cow! Oh, and the place goes nuts.
The fans are
They're on the floor. Holy cow!
Wow.
Oh my! The smile on his face. Oh, he's down on the
Oh,
ground.
that just took him down. Oh,
You guys
man.
got to play on Tuesday.
Oh my Lord! I don't think.
Awesome way to end it.
Oh, what a great way to end the regular season. Fuller knocks down a 3.
And a senior hit the last basket. So you talk about a memory that's going to stay with him.
Everybody, thank you for coming out tonight.
Senior hits the bucket,
Please drive home
and the
safely.
fans rush the floor. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Colby, why don't you run through our sponsors real quick while we get our numbers together, and then we can start our post-game show.
Yes, of course. Our last read-off of the night. Here we go. Our 2024 to 2025 sponsors: KK Collision, Meyer Badenhop Insurance, Affinity IT Group, Ohio Asphalt Paving, Davis Farm Services, Swanton Welding, Pisanello's Pizza, Gerald Grain Centers, and Holgate Metal Fab. Thank you, sponsors.
What a crazy evening the way this ends. Oh, Scott, you want to go through those final scoring numbers?
Yeah. Delta finished the game with 50 points. Only scored 24 in the second half. Of the 50, 33 of them. Tyson Bauer.
Jeez.
The second leading scorer was Brady Moore with 5. Liberty Center finished with 71. Nice scoring balance tonight for the Tigers. Cruz and Miller each with 15. Gavin Galen with 11. Gray chipped in with 12. Again, second half, we started the second half with 26, ended with 71 points. Great second half. Again, I think we talked about it earlier, spearheaded to start with by Grady Miller, and then Cruz takes over, putting him up in that 1-3-1, got a nice little spark, got that lead to 10 to end the third quarter, and then it only grew thereafter. We talked about a team finishing. Tonight, Liberty Center finished. Chris is taking a look at the rebounds and turnover situation. I think one of the keys I said to start the second half was those keep rebounding. Those rebounds got to turn into points, and I think we did. We dominated that second half on the glass, and then our shots started to fall. But we also hit a couple outside shots. Gray hit those 2 threes in the third quarter, brought that zone out a little bit more, and then that dribble drive penetration for Liberty Center was key.
Rebounding, Tigers kind of dominated the boards, led by Gavin Galen with 10. We got 6 from Grady Miller, 3 from Cruz, 3 from Badenhop, 3 from Walker, 3 from Garber, 2 from Gray, 2 for Robinson, and 1 from Brady Moore and Alex York. Both had 5. Cade Lindermuth had 4. 2 for Martinez, 2 for Brasher, 1 for Hallett, 1 for Gibbons. Assist-wise, York had 3, Martinez had 2, Moore had 1 for the Panthers. Tigers, 5 assists for Isaiah Badenhop, 3 for Garber, 1 apiece for Gray, Miller, Robinson, and Cruz. 19 turnovers for the Panthers, 14 for the Tigers. Tigers are going to finish the regular season 9-12, 11-11 for Delta. They're going to go to 3-4 in the league. So are the Tigers. We got a whole bunch of seniors coming up
here.
Delta ends up from the field 18 of 40. Tigers from the field 31 of 67, 23 of 52 from inside the key, 3 of 8 from the free throw line. You were terrible from the free throw line tonight as the seniors joined us as a group. Fuller's still got a big old goofy smile on his face. 3-point shooting tonight, 7 of 14. Listen, when the Tigers can knock down 7 threes, I'll take them. I don't care what the spread is. 6 seniors join us. First 3 on the mic: Gavin Galen, Cam Robinson, and Blake Garber. Let's start with you, Blake. Senior night, what's that feel like for you?
I mean, it's a little sad, but we've came a long way, and it's good to get in the win column.
It's a nice way to end. Cam hit some shots tonight. Looked like you felt good.
No, I didn't. I had 2 points. Kind of sad, but teammates did good. Gary did great. Fuller hit a 3. Steven got an assist. Gavin looked good. Blake looked good. That's all I asked for.
The answer was thank you.
Thank you.
I'll try harder next time. Yeah. Gavel, you hit double again tonight. Hit the boards pretty hard. Struggled from the line early. What was said at halftime and the adjustments that brought you guys out of it? The win. That sounds like Coach Bain. Please give somebody else the microphone. I don't want to talk to Gavin. I don't want to talk to. There we go. Here we go. You guys, let's talk to these 3. Let's start with Grady Miller. We got Stephen Brogan. Colton Fuller got a big 3 to close it out. Brought the crowd onto the floor. But Grady, let's be honest, Grady. It's been about 6 quarters. You struggled a little bit. Very proud of how you mentally have stayed in it. Been positive. Good teammate to your team, to your good teammate to everybody else. But tonight, to see you get it rolling, ended up with 15. Got the ball going, got the ball in the bucket, 8 points in the third quarter. What was your mentality coming in out of halftime?
You just got to stay confident in moments like that. I had great teammates all around, constantly supporting me, telling me to keep my head up, keep shooting. So I knew that eventually one would fall, and once they did, your confidence is right back up to where you were, and you just feel good.
Grady, I think what was really impressive tonight is in the second half, it's like you were a man on a mission driving to the basket. And I think as a shooter, that gets you that confidence. Tell us a little bit about that. Is that your goal?
Yeah, 3s weren't really falling there the whole game, so my dad always told me if you're not falling, get to the rim and attack and see if you fall. So
there you go.
It's just what I did, and it worked out good.
Very good.
Fuller? Fuller, so listen. It's a team sport, right? Yes. Everybody, you show up every day. Sometimes you have good days, sometimes you have bad days. It's tough. You and Steve both, you don't know exactly when you're going to get time. Tonight you got an opportunity. You should have seen how big your eyes were when that ball was coming at you. They were pretty big.
Yeah, I was a little scared.
You got it off,
a little bit.
But you got it to go. And just talk for a minute about what you've done all year and how this feels.
I mean, every practice, I just try to make everybody better, just try to help everybody out, just try to be a team captain. So I just want to help everybody and then maybe get in sometimes, make some 3s like that. If we win enough.
Excellent. Stevie B?
Well, at the start of the season, I wasn't too sure if I was playing or not.
Right.
With my choice, I definitely don't regret it. I play with the best group of guys every single day, and I enjoy coming to practice.
It's funny. I was sitting there when they walked in and said to Coach Payton, he said, Brogan wants to play basketball. And he goes, Stephen Brogan? Like, he was shocked. And they're like, yeah. He goes, oh, yeah, he's a great kid. And you guys, I mean, once again, same idea. Come to practice every day. Do all the hard work. Have to run when things are going bad. Have to run when things are going good. And to get that. And the place about went nuts when you put up the 3. And it did go nuts when you hit the 1. So congratulations. It's been a great season, senior year. And it's just regular season's over. But it's time to get focused and win some games.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
All 6 seniors on the interview tonight: Colton Fuller, Stephen Brogan, Grady Miller, Gavin Galen, Blake Garber, and Cam Robinson. And now we're Coach Payton. You look about 100 pounds lighter. That's a pretty big gorilla came off your back tonight.
Yeah, I just told my staff as we're walking in, I almost forgot what it was like to win. It feels like it's been so long. But, yeah, a good one for us on senior night, especially that second half. it feels like we've been knocking on that door for weeks and weeks and always on the wrong side of it, when it gets to that second half. And for us to break through like that, hit some shots, really, change up the defense a little bit, get some spark there. Really just proud of the kids and really got that lead and then extended it, which to kind of have that deep breath at the end of the game as opposed to, they're fouling and you got to pick up and they're pressuring. So very good job by those guys to finish that game.
It's Tuesday night. We talked a little bit against Wasion, Tim and I, about it felt like you were up by more, but the scoreboard only had that. And I felt like that the same way the first half. It felt like your team and your staff did a good job of getting you through the first half, but it's still tied on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and that's what a really good player will do. I mean, that's offensively the Bauer kid, 19 of their 26 in that first half, and I felt like everywhere else we did a pretty good job, and he just makes a play outside the offense. I did think, the one thing we talked about at halftime, our angles were pretty poor. When you give a good offensive player that first step, which we're kind of giving a freebie on that first step, he's very good at creating that contact or creating that spacing that he needs to score. So we cleaned that up a little bit. Obviously, we switched our defense, but it did feel like that we should have been up. But Coach Fry said in the locker room and told those guys that's the first time, at least in a while, that we can remember where that adversity kind of hits and we respond in that positive way and kind of have a spark instead of a pout. And when you do that, I told them that second half, especially that second half, that third quarter and fourth quarter, that's a team that can make some noise here in the next couple of weeks.
26 at half.
Yep.
We score 45 in the second half. That third quarter went to that 1-3-1.
Yeah.
You like Gavin up there.
Yep.
Obviously long arms, but he gets in foul trouble.
Yep.
You have Grady attacking the basket, scoring, and then you put Cruz up there.
Yep.
And big, physical, active, and that was another spark.
Yeah. Gary got our toughness chain after the game. I mean, what he did in that third quarter, I felt like he was a one-man wrecking crew on top, and they were so concerned about just getting the ball around him that the rest of the guys, Wes and Isaiah and Max and Grady, they're just flying around making plays because they're so concerned about Gary up top. And he was able to convert them into layups on the other end. So a weapon for sure. And you saw maybe the most impressive part about Gary is you think about Gary and you look at him, you think athlete. And I mentioned this in the previous game. You don't think about basketball acumen maybe being at the height of the list. Him against that zone was fantastic. He was dissecting. He was cutting to spacing. He has very good spatial awareness against that zone. So I jokingly told him that he's the best of Landon and the best of Colton and Trenton all wrapped into one. He's got 2 more years, but he was outstanding in that second half, and I thought the difference, or at least close to the difference of us kind of making that run.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Youngie, I want you to know, as a big guy, was pointing that out during the broadcast, seeing that Hunter was sealing off inside, and Cruz was looking for him. So
that first half, our best zone offense was Hunter and Gary in there together because Hunter creates so much space, and Gary got that lob over the top, and that's beautiful zone basketball. We didn't get anything out of it because they deflected it off the end.
What do you have?
Good basketball.
Him making it, storming the court.
I thought early
not all
in
the
the
storming
game,
the court, but I have him.
and it's what you wanted to do is get the ball to the short corner. It was almost like we got the
Some
ball
of
there
storming
too
the
quickly,
court.
and then it was like, oh, we got that first dive and we're getting there. In the second half, it was like,
That'll be
all right, it
something
went
to keep
there, it
forever.
came out, it went there, and other things happened.
They did a good job. I think they were prepared for our overload stuff. So that backside guy was coming far over, and then we talked at halftime about our backside guard needs to make an adjustment because they're playing 5-on-4 on that side, and our backside guard just kind of standing there with his hands up. So you saw Gary a couple times cut in there. You saw Isaiah in the first half cut in there from that weak side and get a layup out of it. That's the kind of movement you have to kind of recognize, and the more we play against zones, the more hopefully we'll get comfortable against that, where we put you into sort of a shell, we'll say, on offense, but that has nothing to do with where you're going to end up. You cut the spacing. There's going to be holes in that zone. You just got to be smart enough to find it and have some spatial awareness.
I think also in the second half, I think you alluded to it just a minute ago about the spacing was so much better in the second half.
Yeah, and it helps when Ethan's knocking down a couple shots. That makes that spacing look a lot
Bingo.
better. It sucks that defense out a little bit.
But even in the first half, I thought there was a few possessions where you had guys that were making really good cuts, but they ended up standing on top. They weren't finishing the cut out, and then the second half they were just they would realize, hey, I'm next to somebody and get out.
Yeah, and when we're our offense is focused around, Ethan shooting or even Cam, and that stretches them, and then we focus on getting it inside. Those two, that combination against the zone is deadly because now it's like an accordion. They have to go out, now they got to come in, and eventually you're going to find a hole in it, which is, fortunately what we were able to do.
All right. last regular season game, senior night, the 6 guys were just here. We quickly chatted with all 6 of them, but just talk about that group a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I've said it multiple times. This is the first group that's gone through our whole youth program since I've been here. So they started in kindergarten, went all the way through. So special group for me. They've been through a lot. They've been through some lows. They've been through some highs. This year, other years, individually. So they're a group that I think has proven themselves to be difference makers. They're a group that's proven to be hopefully one that is hungry now to kind of do something that hasn't been done here in a long time. I think the perfect representation of the kind of kids they are and the kind of team we have. Fuller hits that shot, and if you would have said that was for the league title or a district title or a state title, you couldn't have told the difference. It's an 18-point game, but just they knew that he hasn't scored before on the varsity floor. He's been part of this program for 4 years. Their reaction there, I think, says it all. Just a great group of kids, and we hope over the next couple of weeks we get to stick with them for a lot longer.
Obviously, a little bit of behind the curtain for me. It amazes me, even in these last 6 games, which have been difficult. And your hair is missing. I know the patches in the back are insane, but it's just the fact that they have been. We were shooting free throws in practice yesterday, and when one kid missed, the entire gym on that varsity end is like, it's all right, you got the next one. It's just amazing to their character of what they've been.
No question. I think they've kind of figured out leadership as the season has gone on here. I don't think that was something they were great at, and I think it's something they've had to work at. But I think now we're to a point where I feel comfortable saying that this group of seniors really wants to make that leap that we haven't been able to since I've been here, since '89, to make some noise in the tournament here and win some games. And we have every opportunity to do it. It's not going to be easy. Our path isn't easy because of what our regular season has been, but I know they're excited to give it a try.
There's a wise man that says, now it's time to put numbers on the wall, right?
Yep, absolutely.
All right, Coach Badenhop, great
Congratulations.
win.
Yep, thank you. Appreciate it.
Big win for the Tigers, improved to 9-12 overall, and Scott, now it's do or die, right? Going to be the host team on Tuesday. Manual Christian comes in, also 9-12 currently. We'll see what they did tonight. We missed that game on Saturday with Bluffton, but see what the Tigers do. But
tonight was a good stepping stone.
It was.
Great. I mean, obviously home environment, senior night, but in the same time we've shown these sparks all year.
Yep.
Tonight we finished the game the way we should, and I know full well that a Greg Badenhop coach team is going to compete. There is no way around it. I mean, the guy's intense. He's insanely intense. And it comes down to our team executing, whether that's on the offensive end or defensive end, and obviously knocking down those shots.
Does not hurt.
Yeah.
My wife gets tired of hearing it's a winnable game.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell her every week, she goes, what's it going to be tonight? As I'm leaving to come to the game, I'm like, man, it's definitely a winnable game. And she goes, well, you say that every week. And I said, with this group of kids, every one of them is. And now we start to look at what this bracket looks like. Manual Christian comes in if they're lucky, or, if they take care of business on Tuesday, they're going to Tenora.
Mm-hmm.
On Friday, from what I understand, we'll have that broadcast. We're planning on that on Friday as well if they win on Tuesday. And we'll be here on Tuesday about 7. But I'm looking at what else is there going, I really don't see we had a great season, but when we play this team, it's done. There's numbers on the wall. There's banners here. If you've ever been here, there's banners that say league title, district title, regional title, state title. And we put numbers on the wall last year. Yeah. And the goal was to put 2 sets and this year. And we didn't get the first set done, but the next one is there for the picking if we can just if we play like that, that's a scary team.
Our schedule has prepared us for this, without question.
That's the point.
And exactly. And yes, it may not be the wins that we want, but in the same breath is those losses are respectable losses.
Yep.
And those games that we did lose could have went the other way And how many of them? I mean,
listen, before
we get going to
no, but before the last, let's say 4 years, when Conrad was here, and I started coming around the program. I don't remember why I was at a game. This was maybe Coach Badenhop's first or second year, and they just had a big win. I mean, it was a 30-point win, and he came out and he was not happy, and it wasn't the kids. He walked up to Pat Lipe and said, I'm done with this schedule. I want a schedule that challenges my kids, and they've put together a monster. I mean, it's the second toughest schedule in the state, but you learn a lot from that. So 71-51, double win evening as the JV had a big win as well. But Tigers, they win the JV, they win the one that matters, the varsity, going 71-50, and Scott, it's been a good time. Appreciate that. Cole over there working the board. Colby Strayer was in helping us with the reads and all of the advertising. But we got hopefully multiples. But we'll be back Tuesday with Emmanuel Christian here in the jungle. And if you can't come out and support the team in person, tune in and Tiger Sports Live will have all the action right here for you on Tuesday. So thanks for everything and have a good night, everybody.
Good night.